has got to be. Like Bloodborne's game was traditional for the Souls like, and I feel like had less gameplay hours than like Elden Ring. You can get like a thousand hours. I mean, maybe a bit of a stretch. You can if you play it like 200 times through, but it's like 100 hours
I
at
get what you mean.
least
You're gonna get more out of one playthrough from Elden Ring than you are at
out of
out of
Bloodborne.
one playthrough from Bloodborne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and their universes got fleshed out more. That's the only reason I could see why. But like, I'm also of the mindset I do want to see Elden Ring have like a sequel, maybe. I don't know. It's just like such a fleshed out universe that a sequel, I couldn't even imagine what it would be. What's up, Wolf?
Oh, I could definitely dude, I've already had my canon thoughts of, like, what a sequel would look like, dude. I think you get away from the lands between, you go to the homeland of Godfrey, because
Mm-hmm.
apparently the lore is there was something out there when Godfrey was banished from being Elden Lord, there
Mm-hmm.
was something out there that could kill him, that murked him, dude,
Mm-hmm.
because America banished him to the I guess, like, the Outlands or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
the place, farther away from the lands between are where Godfrey came from.
Mm-hmm.
And in the lore, when he gets banished, something out there kills him.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what that is, but Godfrey's a strong motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I can see what you're saying. That actually is a good route for them to take, and there are like plenty of routes for them to take. But basically, it's
Godwin,
just
I
like,
mean,
what would that world look like? Because like there's already like so much land covered in um like in the lands between, like just so many like atmospheres. I'm trying to think of the word, but like, there's the snow area, there's like the mountain
mhm,
area, there's like the grassland area, there's like the
mhm,
dragon area, and there's like the dark area, and there's like it's like, no, I definitely could see it going somewhere and being something different. Like, I don't think
mhm.
that there is definitely more for them to do, but
Well,
it's
I just
just like
think
so hard to
the
imagine.
DLC shows it works because we weren't in the lands between in
Mm-hmm.
the DLC, you know what I mean? We were
Yeah.
in a completely new area. We were at America's homeland.
Mm-hmm.
Aiden, thank you for the like, by the way, my man. Appreciate good seeing you in here, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just think like,
I think
the
it like
DLC
yeah, I think
proved that you can
possible.
I think the DLC just flat out proved a sequel could work. You know what I mean?
Well,
Because I mean,
I
damn, the sequel was like a pretty much a full-fledged game. You could sell that
yeah.
off as a game for $60 and people would have bought it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying as well that like um it could just be a DLC. It's like that's the weirdness of it. It's like it would I would like a new game, but like I couldn't imagine something bigger than the DLC. Like, I don't know. It's just so big, man. And it also took them like 10 to 11, like to 12 years to do this. I don't think that
Yeah.
like I don't think I want to wait another 10 years on for them to do a sequel. I mean, I wouldn't mind it for sure. Wouldn't complain about it. And I mean, it wouldn't take them another 10 years. It'd probably take them like
Nah, I don't
five to
think it would.
six for a sequel, I think,
Yeah,
because like
they wanna do it right.
because it probably took them like 5 years to get the ideas of what they wanted Elden Ring to be.
Concepts and stuff like that.
Yeah, like being an open world, like being in this universe, like
Well, what sucks
having
is
the
they've
story
said they
written.
don't wanna ever do a open world again, which sucks because they were so good at it.
Yeah, I wonder why. I mean, but like I think that just further goes into like I think what they want is this game to just be Elden Ring, and then like you can add DLCs onto it. And I mean, now we're getting an Elden Ring second standalone game, which is just like so weird. I don't know what their
It's
plans are.
weird,
Basically,
bro.
I don't
It's
know what.
weird because what they've said and what has happened just
Mhm.
it doesn't look to me like it doesn't seem to me like they know what they wanna do.
With
You know what I
Elden Ring.
mean?
Yeah, I mean they probably
Yeah.
didn't. I think they knew to some extent probably that this was gonna be huge, but I don't think they thought it was gonna be this huge. I think they knew it was gonna be huge. I think they knew it was gonna be their biggest game yet in terms of popularity and like stuff.
Mhm.
But I didn't know I don't think they knew it would be like Fortnite. like
Yeah.
on in terms of popularity, like that it would have just like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think it's like Fort. Actually, nothing's like Fortnite in terms of popularity. Nothing is like Fortnite.
Nothing beat out Fortnite, dude. I bet Fortnite at its peak had, like, a quarter of the world playing it at once.
Yeah, I mean, people who didn't play video games played Fortnite. I think you played video games if you played Elden Ring.
Yeah, yeah. Well, not I think after Kai played it, it was a little bit different. After Kai
Yeah,
played
but
Elden Ring, I think a lot more normies got into it, which is a good thing. I think it's a good thing to get
when
more
you say
people in.
normies, you're meaning people who like played sports games and stuff. I think
No, I'm talking about, like, your average, like, COD player, the guy that's gonna try,
exactly.
like
They
yeah,
played
okay.
video games, right? I'm talking about for Fortnite. I think like your grandma could have downloaded it on her
Could have
phone and
popped
played it.
on Fortnite and played it, yeah. No, I could see that too. I definitely could see how,
Yeah.
'cause I've heard, like, 40-year-old dads that have never heard of, playing video games be like, "Yeah, I tried Fortnite out the other day."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, well, that is a game."
Yeah, I think that it's like there's I wouldn't put it quite on that level, but it's right beside it. There's like Minecraft, there's Fortnite, and then is Elden Ring as big as like I don't think it has the legacy of Minecraft. No,
Well, I
it's not even as
think
big as Minecraft, but
Minecraft
it's
is
close.
probably the biggest, right?
Yeah.
Minecraft's probably the
You
biggest,
think it's bigger
and
than Fortnite?
Fortnite's right. Yeah, yeah, I think Minecraft's bigger than Fortnite. Dude, they're making
Mm,
a movie about Minecraft, bro.
yeah. I mean, I think it's got like more history, and it's like
Starring Jack
probably.
Black.
But I don't think your grandma played Minecraft. I do think your grandma played Fortnite. That's the difference. I think it was a trend to play Minecraft. I mean, to play Fortnite, but not. I don't think it was ever really a trend to play Minecraft as much as it was just everybody played it. I don't think it ever like was a trend the same way it was a trend for Fortnite.
You two playing Elden Ring? Rising Soul, we will be playing Elden Ring later. We will be playing it later. Right now, we're just gonna
Look that
we're
up,
about to
dude.
react to this, video about the new Elden Ring game and give our thoughts on it. Yeah, go ahead and look that up and get the, live going. We've got some people in here now. Good to see
Um,
you in here, though, Rising Soul. How's your day going? Going good, man?
no, what I was looking up is the best-selling games in the U.S. of all time.
I love cosplaying, dude. Good. Love to hear that, Rising Soul. Love to hear that, man.
The number one most sold game, Tetris, obviously makes sense. Minecraft, second.
Tetris is crazy. Is Fortnite? Well, I guess when they
Ooh,
say
and a
sold,
big ass.
do you incorporate free games in there? You on PC? Yep. I am on the
I
computer.
guess you do kind of incorporate the Dylan said his grandma played Minecraft.
Did your grandma really play Minecraft, Dylan?
No, she probably did. Like, cause I remember Dylan and all of his. I could see his grandma playing Minecraft. No joke.
I'm just telling you, our Pocket Edition was goaded, dude. Pocket Edition was so goaded for class,
Oh
dude.
yeah, I played it when I was going to bed. Like I would just stay up till like 3 in the morning playing Pocket Edition Minecraft. Uh,
It was probably the best mobile like game
mm,
ever. I'm not even gonna
yeah,
lie, bro.
like dude, it's the only mobile game that I've ever put hours and hours and hours in, other than Clash of Clans.
Mhm.
Yeah, I knew Dylan. I knew your grandma would play it with you and Austin and your other cousin. I could imagine that. Grand Theft Auto 5 is number 3. Wii Sports is number 4. PUBG is number 5. Mario Kart 8, Red Dead Redemption 2, Skyrim. Dude, Fortnite ain't even on the list, dude. Fortnite ain't even top
That's
10.
crazy. No way, dude.
This must be pre Fortnite. I must be
It's
looking
gotta be pre-Fortnite, dude. There's no
2024. This is
way.
2024. Dude,
No way.
there's no way. This is post Fortnite. That PUBG beat out Fortnite. There's no way. It just didn't. But I don't know. In
I can see it, dude.
other
No.
countries
I
is
can see
crazy.
it, dude. You know how many people in India play PUBG, dude?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah.
Like, oh my god. People play
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like the
I can
most
see
popular
PUBG.
game in other countries still. Skyrim, I could see it. I just remember the days when everybody played Skyrim. Like if you played games
Skyrim
online, you
was
played
big. Yeah,
Skyrim.
like everybody talked about Skyrim for a hot minute, dude.
Hmm.
Like when I remember we was in 8th grade, man, everybody was talking about Skyrim for a little bit. Well, I guess a little bit before that. Yeah, a little bit before that. What y'all playing? We're gonna be playing Elden Ring in a bit, Pasco, but we're gonna be reacting to this video here in a minute. Trying to get
Mm.
everybody up on in here, gather around for the community watch party.
Um. Lordy mercy. I'm wondering if I can get away with reacting to Body Vidge's video on YouTube.
My friend's bus skipped him, so he has to wait another 30 minutes in negative weather. Oh my god. I'm so sorry for what your friend's going through, man. I know what that's like.
In my
Oh
first
man,
playthrough
that's
of Elden
hell,
Ring,
bro.
I just
That's pure hell. I'm not good with cold weather, man. I hate that cold weather stuff.
I'm trying to decide if I could get away with watching this. Body Vidya video.
Watching what?
Body Vidya's
Why?
video on YouTube. Streaming on
Why?
YouTube.
Why can we not? Why would we not be able to get away with it?
Because YouTube's copyright system.
It's free use.
To watch his video on my stream? No.
Yes.
No, I can.
What?
My video will get claimed. I know how YouTube works. My video will get claimed.
Is he gonna claim it? Is he gonna claim it?
Oh, I guess you're right. If I were to like see what basically what I'm saying is like if I were to like react to a song.
Is it just YouTube? Is it just YouTube that does it? Because dude, I've reacted to YouTube.
Yeah,
videos
well,
plenty of
no,
times.
actually, yeah, it's YouTube. Sometimes YouTube's algorithm will pick up that that you're
Well, that's
watching
so
another
weird to me.
YouTube video.
That's so weird to me because I mean, look at Asmongold. He uploads his reaction to YouTube videos all the time.
Yeah, he does that, and I think it gets claimed, but you don't get a copyright strike. Like but I think what I was about to say is I think it's like that's true of if you're listening to a song or like if you're reacting to a song. But I don't think it's true because I think maybe in YouTube video cases yeah, like Dylan's saying, I think the specific person has to claim it if it's a YouTube video. And I think most people just don't claim it. So yeah, you're right. I was like tripping because I've had so many things get claimed, and it's like, like I was reacting to a song. It's not like the artist came in and claimed it. It's like, the algorithm just picked up that I was listening to the song.
Yeah, I think you'll be good, man.
Yeah, I think I'll be good too.
I don't think it'll be that big a deal. I was about to say, because if so, I should have so many.
Yeah, well, you have like 2 videos on it. I'm like reacting to.
I'm just saying in the past streams I've had I've reacted, but that's Twitch and everything.
Yeah, obviously Twitch. You can listen to copyrighted music on Twitch.
Which is so goated by Twitch, man, because here we go. All right, here we go. I hope I can hear it. Can I not hear it?
No, I'm not playing yet.
Is that Hassan? Is that Hassan on your page, bro?
Distinctly remember reading
but
this
Asmongold's there
message
too.
left
What are you
by another
talking
player.
about?
Oh, never
Fort
mind. You're not
Knight.
base. Never mind. You have both sides on there.
Turns out it was a prophecy.
Exactly.
Because Elden Ring Night Rain
Full screen that,
is
bro.
kind of like
Let's
Fortnite.
react to this, fellas.
Let
Okay.
me know if you still
Reaction
see it
time.
full screen.
Kind of. I mean, you drop in
No, I
from
can
the
still hear it
sky
and
at
feel
the
it.
start
The audio's
of the
great,
game,
by the way.
and you have to outrun a circle closing in around you, but that's where the similarities end, thankfully. A ton of articles that you might have missed have actually come out about the game, and in this video I'm going to try and get everyone up to speed.
Seekers of redemption. You were
It
chosen,
looks so much more fast-paced,
thrown
man.
together by
Yeah, no, that's what I
forces
saw,
beyond
and
control.
I don't
So,
know. I
From
guess I
Software
can
has
see the
actually
fear.
never done anything like this before. They've spun off the Elden Ring IP in a way that they think justifies a standalone Elden Ring title
Pause it real
that
quick.
you'll be
Yeah.
able to purchase.
So he said a way that they think. I'm still a little conspiracy guy, right?
Mhm.
I think the Sony deal is going to go through.
Yeah,
I
I think it
think
might. Yeah.
They have already been calling shots behind the scenes. I think they have been. I think they've offered them a lot of money because, dude, could you imagine a scenario where the people at Sony is like, they go to them and they're like, hey, make this. We buy you out. We'll give you this percentage of it. We'll pay you this amount to make this. You know what I mean? They get a percentage cut of it when they go up under their little buy-in deal or whatever. Like, it just feels like such a Sony thing. You know what I mean? Like, this just feels like Sony. This doesn't feel like FromSoft to me.
So what's interesting though is they've already told the story. So like I thought the same thing, and I could totally see that being possible. Of like they already know the deal's going through. Like it might already be kind of like, just like kind of like they're working out the details of it, but they already know that's gonna happen. And so there is someone like butting their nose in, but at the same time, they've already explained the process that they went like of how it went. It was a director of Elden Ring who came up to Miyazaki with an idea, and
Mhm.
Miyazaki heard it and was like, I don't I don't necessarily want to work on this on myself because Miyazaki's already said he doesn't want to work on. He wants to work on a new IP. He doesn't want to work on Elden Ring
Mhm.
right now. So
Mhm.
this guy came up to him and Miyazaki was like, "Yeah, that's fine, but I'm not gonna be involved." And he said, "I'm gonna give you the reins for it." And so he gave him the reins for it.
Mm. So they're kind of splitting the team up right now, is what I'm. It's kind of what I'm getting at. They're kind of splitting
Yeah,
the team up to
maybe.
work on separate projects. But my thing is like, I will say for this, I hope if they do end up trying to make a new IP in the next 4 or 5 years, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
announce something. I hope they kind of get away from fantasy eldritch. Like,
Yeah,
I hope they kind of deviate from old
yeah.
school. Like, you know what I mean.
Like a
I would love to see them
cyberpunk,
tackle. I would love to see them tackle a sci-fi, dude. I think they could
dude.
kill sci-fi, dude. I think they could
Yeah, I mean they
kill a
have like
Souls like
Armored
sci-fi
Car, which
game.
is a sci-fi universe, whereas
But
like
I'm
I
talking
think a
like human on the
cyberpunk
ground.
universe.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like a cyberpunk universe. Maybe do it. Maybe have some kind of lore, or something where they outlaw guns, so like guns aren't really OP. You know what I mean?
ooh, that's like
'Cause
interesting. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that take. That I would be the most interested. Like and like I think that I'm almost positive that Miyazaki feels the same way. Like I could see the next few games when I was about to say new IP, just not even new
Mhm.
IP. The next big game I imagine is gonna be a
Mhm.
Sekiro 2 or a new IP based in some kind of more like whether it be a sci-fi or a cyberpunk or something unexpected though, something definitely non-European.
Yeah. Because like I'm trying to think of all the genres you could do, and the only two that pop in my mind is like you could obviously do like futuristic sci-fi. You could do like post-apocalyptic. That
Mhm.
would also be kind of. I could see them killing like a post-apocalyptic game. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I would more so want to see them tackle.
post-apocalyptic would be crazy. I never even thought about them on a
Like I
post-apocalyptic.
I could see them doing like a Mad Max Souls like game, dude. It'd be fucking kind of
That
sick.
I really just don't imagine Miyazaki's brain in that. Like he's very
He's a
I don't know.
nerd. I know
He's a
that.
nerd. He's a geek. Like
Yeah.
he likes Lord of the Rings and Dungeons and Dragons, but he also likes ninjas and samurais. I don't. It's really hard to imagine him like. I want to see blood. I want to see
No, I know
bombs,
what you mean.
explosions.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. All right, you can start.
Purchase and play sometime in 2025, and it will exist in
Oh, it
complete
looks cool though.
isolation
I'm
from your
not
other
Oh,
gonna
man,
cap,
yeah, it
like
looks
a little
really good.
combo like
in a
this.
phrase, Night Rain is a PvE co-op survival roguelike souls-like with some battle royale
That was a lot of
and
words.
extraction elements as
Mhm.
well.
Extraction elements. I haven't even heard
Oh,
mention of that.
so like a
Extraction elements.
Tarkov. What
But
are
that
we
would make
extracting? The Elden
sense.
Ring?
Probably weapons.
Yeah,
Probably
probably. You probably keep
weapons.
weapons in like Asha Wars armors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know. I think the armor sets will probably be stagnant. I think you'll have armor sets just specific to those characters. I don't think you'll have armor in this game, to be honest
You'll
with you.
probably get. I wonder if they'll do like tiers to like the
Like a
strength of the
tier,
weapon. Not like
like a blue rarity, gold rarity,
exactly. Yeah.
like things like that. Maybe
I
like
could
the Bloodhound Fang is like a gold.
ooh. Ooh. I think like boss weapons will be rare drops.
Hold on a second. Somebody just came in the TikTok chat,
Uh-huh.
and his name is Real 12-incher.
Oh, do you
God
think he's
damn, you packing, son.
be
All right,
honest.
continue.
You the real 12-incher? But no, what I was saying is I think that the boss drops will not be guaranteed and that their weapons will be like rare drops, and that's kind of what you're going for. When you kill a boss, you might get their
Mhm.
weapons that, from the game. So
I
like
hope
if you
that's
kill
the case.
Bloodhound, you might get Bloodhound's Fang, but you might not.
I hope that's the case, but
Mhm.
I hope it's not like a scenario like if I kill Malekith, I get the Reduvia. You know
Exactly,
what I
and
mean?
I
It's
don't
like
think it'll I think
I
maybe
don't want a
though the
random
Reduvia
drop. I
will
don't
be
want to.
I think that there will be a random drop in the sense that like I get what you're saying, but I think that there probably will be like a chance that you'll get a common drop. Like I don't think you're gonna be like a guaranteed legendary drop. I think it's
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
be,
yeah.
but I mean
I
I
think for
personally would
certain
be fine with
bosses,
that.
maybe certain bosses, like yeah, like that final day, there'll probably be like probably like a WoW type thing where you
Mm-hmm.
fight the big thing. You know what I mean? All you get all your homies together to fight the big thing, and then you Like you get a rare, you get a rare weapon or armor set after you beat it. It's kind of how I
Yeah.
see it going about.
I can see that.
Kind of see it more like as a WoW thing than like, you know what I mean, like a WoW raid type thing than more of a What have people been comparing this to? Like I don't see it. I don't think it's gonna be like PoE, like in a sense, like when you think of roguelike.
Yeah, because like PoE is not a roguelike.
Oh,
Nor
is it not?
WoW. No, nor is WoW. Top
Well, I
down
know
doesn't
WoW. No,
make top
yeah, I
down
know
doesn't
WoW.
make.
Don't know. But like, isn't roguelike consistence of like bosses and random loot and things like that?
Random loot in random locations, but it's also the randomly generated stages. I think is more important. Like to some extent, I don't think that PoE is considered a roguelike. But you might catch me being wrong on that.
I have no idea. Time to fight
You know,
Radon.
that sentence tells you
Killing it,
everything
Aiden. Jesus.
and nothing at the same time, so let's
Excuse
break
me.
it down. With special thanks to the journalists who have played a demo of the game and written about it, I'm going to try and walk you through a typical Night Rain session from beginning to end, starting
that's a
with
lot.
the selection of your character. In Night Rain, you don't create your own character from scratch. Rather, you'll be picking from a selection of 8 preset Nightfarers, each with their own strengths, weaknesses, abilities, and ultimates, and these characters form the foundation upon which you'll build, collecting different weapons and buffs within each session to make your character unique. To start, this is Wilder, and they're the titular character of Night Rain. They'll always start with this large longsword equipped, but what's way more important than this character's weapon is their ability and their ultimate. Their ability is the Claw Shot. It's a grappling hook that can pull you towards enemies or away from them. To use an ability, apparently you hold down Y or triangle in conjunction with one of the controller triggers, and assumedly, the other trigger is used to activate your character's ultimate attack, which, in the case of Wilder, is an explosive attack that you charge up at close range.
It's like the same button as the actual war.
So each character
Yeah,
is defined by their ability and their ultimate, but another thing tied to the character that you choose appears to be the stats that each character favors. While you can level up stats manually, PC Gamer notes that some characters will still always have more health than others, for example.
Yeah,
On
like
that note,
tanks.
the Guardian is best suited as the tank for the group, because they have
Nah, he
high
looks
HP
sick,
as
dude.
well
He's
as
got a
passive that
eagle
favors
head, bro.
the usage
I
of
love
shields.
the bird.
Their ability is this whirlwind attack
He's just a
that
bird, bro.
interrupts enemies so that your teammates can have a moment to shine.
Tanky
And
bird.
their
Look at that.
ultimate
You saw how he
ability
got
is
hit right there,
Wings
though?
of
Go back a
Salvation,
little bit.
which is this crazy dive bomb
I
attack.
do think that they
isn't
are going
as
to change up the
tank for
animations
group,
for like
because they
the
have high
like the
HP
enemies
as well
and
as a
stuff like that for
passive
this
that
this
favors
game.
the usage
Because if
of
you look right
shields.
here, I don't know
Their
if you can
ability
do
is
this in
this
base Elden
whirlwind
Ring, but this
attack
guy
that
like gets
interrupts
lifted up, and before he
enemies so
even
that your
hits the ground.
teammates can have a moment to shine. And
See,
their ultimate
he
ability-
hits him before he even hits the ground. Like I think they're gonna do a whole change up of like the animations, like with the enemies and stuff like that. Because I don't think you can do that.
You
in the
can
base.
hit people before they hit the ground, but it doesn't affect them hitting the ground. You
Yeah.
can't like change their trajectory. But I mean,
Yeah, like
I
that
could
changing their
imagine them.
direction.
I could imagine them like adding like that's just an effect on the Ash of War of this weapon. I don't.
Oh, the bird dude's weapon. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, it's just like that Ash of War has the ability to hit people out of the air and make them fall down.
Mhm.
Just because like everything seems so Elden Ring that Dylan says feels like a Sony game, not an Elden Ring spin. Don't say that.
See, we
ability
just
is
said that,
Wings
Dylan.
of
We just said
Salvation,
that. Like,
which is this crazy dive bomb attack that raises nearby ally defenses
I try to
and also
forget.
gives you the option to endure enemy attacks for a limited time after you devastate them. And then there's the Duchess, who's another favorite character of many who played.
that's probably
They
what I'm
have
gonna
a
play.
Bloodborne sidestep dodge, and
probably what I'm
they
gonna
also
play.
have an ability that
Change your mind?
reapplies damage. done
This
by you and
or
your
Big Sword
teammates
guy.
in the last
It's
few
either one of the
seconds. So
two.
you can basically double any damage done within that period of time. Their ultimate ability cloaks you and nearby teammates, enhancing your stealth and
I
allowing
think this
you to
character will be
make
better
a
for
quick
the first
getaway
2 days
if
rather than
needed.
boss fights. 'Cause you know how
The
they're gonna do that
Recluse is the
3-day
mage of the
system.
group.
Well, if you heard her ultimate ability, her ultimate would definitely be really amazing for boss fights.
Yeah, I was just thinking of the cloaking ability or whatever.
Yeah, the cloaking ability. Yeah. I agree. But cloaking's also good for revives in every game.
True.
And their passive ability allows them to acquire
Thank you,
FP
everybody, for the likes,
whenever
by the
an
way. You guys
enemy
are
is
amazing.
slain. Their ability is called Magic Cocktail, and it
Magic
passively
cock.
stockpiles different statuses, like poison or fire or ice,
That'll
whenever an
probably be
enemy
fun.
is hit with that type of attack. Then it releases a unique attack that's different depending on the status that was stockpiled. Their
Yeah, that's
ultimate
super interesting. I've heard a lot about this one. This is the one of them that I'm more interested in, cause like I wonder if if you he's talking about stockpiling, status effects. Like if you stockpile like a lightning and a fire, you get a lightning fire attack. Where you stockpile like a lightning and a bleed, you get like blood lightning. That'd be cool.
Blood lightning.
That'd be cool.
Edgy.
It is Song of the Blood Soul,
Blood
which marks
fire.
all nearby enemies with an effect that restores health to any player that attacks
Oh, a
them.
bit of a support ability, eh?
Mm-hmm.
It's,
That'd be cool if there is like a true. But isn't there said there are gonna be 8 classes and like only 4 have been shown?
yeah. So yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see. I think one of them definitely will be that like a bow guy,
Mm-hmm.
because you mean you could see it in the DLC.
Yeah,
You know
they
what I
already
mean?
said that. Yeah, it's gonna be Ranger. They're gonna
Yeah.
have Ranger. But
That's gonna be interesting. I wonder if people are actually gonna start messing with the bows a little bit. You know?
Dylan said, "Oh Lord, Dylan, you gotta be careful. You're gonna make me sad." It just feels like
What's
they're
Dylan?
using Elden Ring's IP for a cookie cutter game, but I want to be wrong.
That's how I feel, Dylan. That's kind of how I'm in the boat I'm in.
I think
But like I'm
though,
more excited. More excited.
yeah, I think though that here's the thing. A lot of people are saying this, and it's maybe it's everybody's intuition is being right, but the reason why I say like I'm scared of these takes because I feel like it will give people like this is just something I've seen before with other games. Like when people are like, because like this is a group thing that everybody's like, oh, I'm scared of it being this, and then
Mm-hmm.
people will just a lot of people will find ways that it is like this when it releases, and they'll be like, oh, yep, I told you it was a cookie cutter.
Like start being like really
Yeah,
what's the
where
word
it's
for
like
it?
yeah, some of it might be cookie cutter, but like that's the only that's the only reason why I'm afraid of those opinions. But it's not like you're wrong. I also have thought these things. I just try to hold them in and instead trust in my Lord and Savior FromSoft.
Miyazaki.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though, like if it is a bad game, so what? Like
Yeah, I mean,
nobody
they can miss
expected this,
once.
dude.
That's okay.
Like, dude, nobody expected this. Nobody thought they were gonna get Elden Ring anything ever again, and like now we're gonna get like a little treat. Like,
especially
cares
getting
if it's
something. That's
bad?
the way I feel about it. Like I wasn't expecting anything from FromSoft for a long time.
exactly, and like now you're getting a little bit of like a little cookie, right? And if then it's a bad cookie, it's a bad cookie. But at least they
Then I'll just take
tried,
a bite
you
and I'll
know.
let it go.
Yeah,
Also,
I mean,
Elden Ring
exactly.
came out in 2022 with a major DLC just dropped. Yeah, you're right, Dylan. And that's why it's like, I do think that, we're talking about like a lot of things changing. I do think that like the base is going to be so similar to the regular game, because if it's not, that means that they aren't reusing as many assets. And I think if it's with how quickly it's coming out, there's no way they're not just like reusing most of it. And just
Oh, they're
adding
reusing most
Exactly.
assets are gonna be reused. Like, there's gonna be probably barely any assets that are truly like original.
See,
I would say.
yeah. Dylan said, "I don't think it's gonna be a great game, but it can be good." I see where you're coming from, but here's what I was saying. Like in my head, it's a DLC. I don't think of this as like, yeah, like Elden Ring is already great. So Elden Ring Night Rain, because it is gonna be Elden Ring with something added onto it. I don't think it can be not great because Elden Ring's already great. But I mean, we'll see. Like you're right. I think that it'll probably be a really fun experience. That it costs not so much money, and that I will really enjoy. So,
My thing is just be optimistic but cautious. That's
yeah.
the way I look at it. Ginger Jesus just blessed the stream by joining. What the hell?
Freaking heck. Love you,
Special
Jesus.
thanks to PC Gamer for transcribing all these class abilities so neatly. There are, however, 4 other characters who are less understood at this stage.
Yeah. What can we say about
Archer.
this?
This looks like a Ronin
Some
type.
kind of yeah. Yeah, I see.
Mm.
Yeah, like a little bit of. Oh yeah,
That's
they
like,
talked about it. This guy fights like Sekiro. Like they have like a
oh
parry.
wow,
They have
that
like a
might be the
parry.
one.
Yeah, no, that's not fun.
Aiden said archer, warrior, gladiator, healer, assassin, paladin, or something along those lines.
That's fun.
I could definitely see it going along that route. You got your archer right here.
Mhm.
I'm assuming this guy with the big axe on the right, he is definitely going to be like a gladiator, like big
warrior.
hammer warrior type
Yeah,
person. You know what I mean?
he's a brute. He might have
The
a
middle
shield.
person looks really interesting, and this question mark right here, I'm interested.
Someone's already talked about their abilities in an article I read. They basically fight like Sekiro, which is like super hype.
But
That's cool.
I think I've been able to puzzle out a few based on the trailer footage and other interviews. This, for example, is an archer character who apparently has a sort of third-person aiming mode that's unique to them. We see them summoning a spectral hawk here, and they can do that because they're standing next to a spectral tree, which you can see on the right. This obviously allows you to navigate the terrain in a certain direction for a set amount of time.
So it's not like a
From
free.
Software
It's not
thinks
free.
this will give you
Yeah,
some
which is
versatility
good.
in
That's
how
good.
you
That guy just
decide
jumped
to
off and grabbed
navigate
it.
the map in
There might be
certain
one behind him,
situations.
but
Speak-
I think that it would be like if you see those like gusts of wind, kind of like how there
Mhm.
are with like with the things that make you jump off, be able to use your horse to jump off and you don't take damage. I think it'd be kind of
Mhm.
like that. If you see this trail of wind in the bottom
Mhm.
right corner, I think that there will be
Mhm.
those trails, and if you jump into one and like maybe jump again, then you'll be able to like, glide.
Speaking of spirits,
I can see
another
that for sure.
character is apparently meant to have a spiritual companion, and from what I can see in the trailer, I don't think this character has been shown at all. Next,
So that's the
there's a
question mark.
character that has an innate deflect mechanic
Yeah.
that's not unlike the deflect buff that's given by the deflecting hard tier in Shadow of the Erdtree. I'm probably the most excited for this character. Lastly,
Okay, I want to try that hard tier out. I've never heard about this. The deflecting
That
hard
looks
tier,
sweet.
because it
Mhm.
does look similar to the like the Sekiro fighting mechanic of just like kind of very very fun, like I don't know, very rhythmic. That's what I enjoy about it.
IGN notes that there's a character able to raise slabs of rock out of the earth, and
He's
I
an
think
earthling.
that's the character that we see
Oh
here.
wow.
Let me
Oh,
know in the
this dude?
comments which characters you'll be picking. I think there's also a lot of strategy to be had in the interplay between different character abilities, and which group composition will be most optimal is definitely an interesting question as well. So, in addition to enabling you to jump into games easily with these characters, From Software also wanted to make characters like this because each of them has their own unique storyline and backstory that will become uncovered as you play. After selecting
So there is story to it, and so maybe these characters will like further, like the storylines of these characters will further the Elden Ring story as well.
Well, I feel like I've already heard somewhere where somebody said that this wasn't canon to the Elden Ring continuity.
Mhm.
So it might just be its own standalone thing.
But see, which is really interesting because they've done things like in the past where Miyazaki wasn't involved and they called it canon. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe that person was just being speculative, but maybe they're just no. But it's just interesting because nobody else, like, you would feel like that would be something that everybody, or at least a lot of people would mention that, you know, nothing in this would be canon. But
character you spawn in at the Round Table Hold, which returns from Elden Ring. Here, the characters you didn't choose will be able to be interacted with, and here you can customize each character in ways that we'll get to a little bit later. For now, let's explain what happens after you jump into a session, which you can either do alone or with two others by your side. Note that the password system is
dude, yeah, you bring up a great point. It would be a little annoying if you couldn't. I would be pretty annoyed if you couldn't go in. Because if you can go solo, why couldn't you go duo?
Yeah.
But you know, that would be a real gripe of mine if you could.
It's returning if you want to play with friends, but playing with randoms is also possible, and you'll have to be on the same platform as anyone else you want to play with.
It will not be cross-platform. Why do they keep doing this? Why?
Dang, they keep doing this, dude. This is the one opportunity for them to go cross-plat.
Well,
And they don't do it.
what I'm saying, and it's probably because like doing that at the same time, they're probably going to be using like similar to the Elden Ring servers that are already up, and so if like cross-platform, I'm sure has like a bunch of weird, complications and stuff, like, and I'm sure that for some reason it's not a priority for them. For some reason, it's not a priority. I don't know why, but it's just not.
I got one word. Sony.
What do you mean?
I'm
Oh yeah, Sony wouldn't want them to go cross-platform. But I mean, like this is, it's not like it's new. And the Sony, I mean, I guess like they've always been kind of friends of Sony in relation
They
to
have.
Sony.
They
But
have.
I don't think that would have stopped them from going cross-platform if they so pleased, just because they're friends with Sony. But maybe it would. Maybe you're right. Maybe it could definitely be like Sony's just like, actually, we just don't want you to go cross-platform.
But the track record Sony's been on, man, I wouldn't put it past them, bro, to like ruin one of the best companies we have in the industry.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. They couldn't. If they ruined it, I don't know.
Band together and prepare to quit.
Congratulations, Aiden. Good job, man.
And this is like also what makes me think that there will be actual lore, that is canon.
I hope.
Life
These kind of
of the
scenes.
Night Lord.
Like they're talking
But also,
about
I've seen the girl from
existing.
Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
Like I saw the chick from Dark Souls 3, and I'm just like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like,
No.
what we do? Like the Nameless King. It's like we're just
Exactly.
gonna bring them into Elden Ring lore.
Yeah. So like things like that are. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Things like that will kind of like affect it. I don't know how that would work. They might find a way to play it in, they might not. But it's like, you might be, yeah, I could definitely agree with that. That it might just not be
A
canon
night rain
because
session
they have
takes place
this
over
game.
3 in-game days, provided you can stay alive that long. And apparently each 15-minute long
If I can
day
stay alive.
starts like this, with you gliding down from a spectral bird into
I
a
thought it was
land
Melina. It
called
might be
Limveld.
Melina, but it looked like the girl
Limveld,
from
according to
DS3.
From Software, is an alternate reality.
I don't think it's the girl from DS3. She looks a lot different. I mean,
That
it looks like
mask
it has a
is feeling
similar.
different.
I don't. She got a mask?
Mm-hmm. You didn't see that?
I didn't see that. Yeah, I probably just wasn't paying attention.
The up close shot of her in the white hood.
Yeah, that's what I was. I'm trying to find the. There's one.
I don't think you can see it in that one. There was one shot though. Probably later down the line, but
Yeah, we'll
there's
probably
one
see it
shot
The
later.
though.
Limgrave
I'll
we
keep it in
explored
mind.
in Elden Ring.
Mhm.
It comes across as this distorted reality, with recognizable elements from Limgrave that will be jumbled up with every new session.
It looks
you
jumbled up.
create. And on top of this, FromSoft notes that some versions of Limveld will be drastically different
He
from
called it Limveld. We got a name.
Limveld, okay.
So, also, I mean, I don't think it's a fantastic idea, but I think they're smart enough to incorporate it in a great way. I mean, with them jumbling up sections of Limgrave, and with there
Mhm.
being like, DS3 bosses, it makes me think that this might be some kind of weird multiverse thing that everybody tries to pull, which is not a good sign. I don't want you to like.
That's
if we
not,
could just,
yeah.
we never want to
We can
mention the word multiverse. Never.
Yeah.
others.
We're done with the multiverse.
Meteoric impacts and swamps and forests of rot and active volcanoes that all diversify the landscapes and offer new threats for you to overcome.
It's ambitious.
Once you've
This is an
chosen
ambitious
a
project.
landing location, you'll be on the ground running with this new animation at
Nameless
about
King right there.
150% speed.
Aura.
Torrent doesn't seem
Mad
to be this
aura,
game,
dude.
and instead you can climb cliffs.
You never
and
fought him.
I never did, no.
vault
he looks cool.
ledges
Yeah,
with
he's
your
cool.
character, and you
He's
can
hard.
use your new powerful abilities to kill enemies and power up your character even more as quickly as possible. Because each day only lasts 15 minutes, and when night falls,
So it's
the
an
night
I don't know
overall
how I feel about
45
that,
minute
Tom.
game.
as the night's
I don't know how I
tide
feel about that.
comes closing
45-minute game is
Apparently,
Well, no, it's
you
probably an
start
But I mean,
hour. It's
run
probably an
pretty
hour long
vulnerable
because
at
if
level
each
1,
day
but
is only 15 minutes, then you also have night, which like the night is the boss fight. So let's say each boss fight's like 5 minutes at the least.
I
Probably.
just hope it's not something that I have to be at my computer 100% of the time. Like, I want to be able to go take a piss if I have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. It'd be
Like, with it
nice
being
if
such a
there's
long match.
some kind of like, I mean, but at the same time during the day, you know, you got 15 minutes. Yeah, you're missing out on time you could be looting, but you got 15 minutes.
But before long, PC Gamer notes that many enemies quickly become akin to nothing more than trash mobs. Presumably, most enemies in this game
like
are
that, though,
probably
either.
meant to just be mown
You know
down
how
as
much
efficiently as
there
possible.
are
by
trash
your
mobs there are
characters
in Elden
as you
Ring.
prepare for
Oh
the
no,
true
no, I don't.
threats
This
that
is
are
one
to
thing I'm
come.
not a big fan of
One
the
such
series.
threat is the appearance of Margit, who can invade your
You just
world
want there to be no
and
trash mobs?
stalk you at random.
No, it's just I like sometimes it just gets annoying.
Yeah, they get annoying.
It's just a pet peeve. It's just a pet peeve. That's crazy what he said though. Margit can just invade your world randomly, like this shitter
Oh, I
can
can't.
just
But he
just
probably gives you a
random.
good drop.
As you
Probably.
prepare for the true threats that are to come. One such threat is the appearance of Margit, who can invade your world and stalk you at random.
Is that him? That ain't him.
That's not.
I'm gonna say, what do he
Little
look like
pillager
though?
bent on sacking the land. Yeah, that's just a Margit voice
Defeat
line.
invaders like Margit, and you'll receive a favor of the night, which buffs your character in some way. Indeed, defeating bosses is just one of
That
many
sounds fun.
ways to power up your character during a run. According to PC Gamer, loot now includes passive skills like stat buffs and active effects and affinities for certain statuses. Additionally, defeating bosses allows you to sometimes choose from different loot or upgrade options, and in addition to that, loot is also now tiered with that signature color-coded rarity that you'll instantly recognize if
That's what I thought.
So there's
That's what I
color
thought.
code.
They'll have tiered loot, you know, like legendary.
you've played
Mhm.
MMOs or Diablo. And obviously this is important for this kind
Diablo.
of game because it forces you to constantly evaluate new upgrades for your build. I like the idea of a tier system for weapons in this game
too.
because
I do.
it adds variety to your playthroughs. For example, if you don't like using a longsword generally, but then you find a longsword that's like a really high rarity, all of a sudden you're evaluating that weapon in a different light and it might actually be worth using and getting out of your comfort zone in that way. So while armor upgrades appear to be absent in favor of choosing different skins for your character instead, weapon upgrades are a really big part of each run, and the equipment screen now apparently has been simplified to just 3 weapon slots for each hand, so that's 6 in total. What's worth noting though is that unlike in Elden
So I just kind of got distracted and was thinking about a thing like on like the loot and such. Basically the what I hope for with this game and what I could see it being is like one problem I've always had with FromSoft games is like I'm a person who naturally likes to show like skill expression. Like I want to have the ability to be the best at something. Where and I don't want my only option at being good at FromSoft games to be being like a speedrunner in the traditional sense of the word, meaning like glitching the game and going out and doing like, and I think that's fun. I watch it. I love it. I think it's cool, but that's not necessarily what I'm interested in. I think it would be great if this was a way to have like skill expression, because if you're able to like being good at this shows that you're able to, it's like a new experience every time. If you're good at doing these really well, really fast without dying, then, and they're different every time, it's kind of like speed running on a variable, like speed running without it being like, let's say like people who speedrun Minecraft on the same seed every time versus speedrunning Minecraft on a random seed. Like being able to speedrun the game whenever there's variability, to me is more, it's just a more interesting experience rather than like just memorizing keybinds. It's like I'm actually able to like quickly analyze what's in front of me and like react appropriately. I think that seems more fun, and that's what I want the game to be. More than anything, it's just like a fun way to be good at the game, right? Without
No,
having to be like. But I want it to be Elden Ring at its core, and that's what I see, and that's what I like. Despite all of these other things that like people are bringing up that scares them, that's what I imagine and what I feel like it'll be. Will be a way to be good at the game and play it constantly without it ever getting boring because it'll be procedurally generated and different every time.
Mm-hmm. Aiden brought up a cool little idea. It says maybe you, as a reward, you could get medals on a profile or on your armor to like
Mm-hmm.
show the things that you've done. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Like, say you beat the Nameless King and you get like a fucking
Mm-hmm.
like a little charm showing like that you did that. Especially if they make these like really, really hard. You know what I mean?
I
Where
would
it's
want
like,
them to be really, really hard. I think that would be the fun.
cause like
Oh, that would be so good if they were like really,
because like
really freaking hard.
because like if I'm not gonna lie to you, if like there was something on your profile that showed you beat Promise Consort Redone, I
Mhm.
guarantee you only like below 20% of people that have this game beat it.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
I think
yeah,
it's
that's
below
fine.
20.
Yeah.
A dragon head emblem would be so yeah, cool shit like that
Or
would be
or
cool.
what I'm thinking, like leaderboards. The way I think of it as well is the way it could end up being, is like kind of like how when a new raid comes out for an MMO, everybody like, there's the real competition is who gets worlds first at winning, at
Mm-hmm.
beating the raid. That's the way I could imagine this being. It's like who can get worlds first at the new map that came out, and they got a new boss, and it's like who can beat it first. I think that'll be interesting. I think it'll be cool, and that's what I hope for it to be. Also, though, one other thing I was gonna say is along the lines of like them talking about like all of these buzzwords that are usually associated with bad games.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could use procedurally generated. You could use like BR elements. You could use like like a roguelike, because I don't know why people are associating these with bad things, but a lot of times people do. Well, either way, even though I think there's so many good examples of these games, I think they've been overdone. Here's
Mm-hmm.
what I think makes these games bad. I don't think that these things are bad in nature. It's just usually that the games that come out like this are slop, and they're not good games to begin with. But what this is going to be is taking Elden Ring and putting these other things on top of which Elden Ring is a good game to begin with. So it's not going to be
Mm-hmm.
slop. It's going to be like you take a good game and then you throw these interesting aspects. These having BR aspects isn't bad in nature. It's just that most BRs are just terrible games with terrible gameplay.
I get what you're saying. I really do. And I'm more so on your side of the fence with that.
Mm-hmm.
But to play devil's advocate for a second,
Mm-hmm.
you can say, yeah, Elden Ring is a good game and you're just throwing cool shit on top of Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
But Elden Ring Night Rain is not going to be Elden Ring. Like, you're not going to just be able to like, just be like, oh, I'm tired of this little mode. So I'm going to go I'm going to go fight somebody in Caelid. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean, yeah, I can see what you're saying. Yeah.
you're taking the base bottom line good thing about Elden Ring, which is its gameplay and its world. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're throwing cool stuff on top of it. So it's technically like you're not just taking Elden Ring and throwing cool stuff on top of it. You're taking a big piece out of Elden Ring, but at its core, it's still a really good and fun gameplay and a really fun game loop. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But it's not Elden Ring as its full. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do get what you're
Like
saying.
you are
I
taking out
can
a
hear
lot
it
of the
for sure.
aspects.
I
You are
definitely
taking out a lot of the aspects and just throwing in new stuff. And we'll see if
yeah.
it's good.
I know, I agree with that, but I think that basically what I'm getting at is this can't be as bad as a slop game that like is what most people complain about when it comes to like all of these buzzwords that people are afraid of. They don't like that whenever they hear the word BR, whenever they hear the word like some of the other words that people are using to describe this, they think of all of these games. What I think makes the games that they're thinking of bad isn't the fact that has BR elements. It isn't the fact that it's a roguelike. It's the fact that it's a bad game. It's just bad gameplay. Like, it's not fun to play. And the thing is, it's like the words you just used, we're getting the gameplay. All we're losing is like, I mean, we're losing a lot, but you
We're
have
losing
that.
a lot.
Well, no, you have
But,
that
like-
though. That game's not gone. Elden Ring's not gone.
Yeah,
This is just
yeah.
a different
I know what
game.
you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's not
It wouldn't
gone.
be.
Like, you
It
can
wouldn't
always
be.
hop
It would
back
just
in
be
there.
a DLC if it was all there, which like
Yeah.
would have been fine with me. I think that
Mhm.
at the end of the day, I think the funny thing is a lot of people would complain less about this if it were a DLC. A lot of people would be less afraid if it were a DLC. However, it not being a DLC only benefits people.
Hey, is it weird to say though that I do think a lot more people would be a lot more optimistic and hype if it was a DLC?
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
think the
saying.
fact
Yeah,
that
I
you're
agree.
gonna, I think the fact that you're gonna have to launch 2 different games is gonna be a kind of a turnoff for some people, especially if they don't market this game well.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
No,
'Cause I
I
feel like you
see
have
what
to
you're saying,
market this
dude.
well.
Honestly, if they say the word, but I would even go as far as say if they were to say the word DLC, if they were to call this a DLC and but also make it a something that you launch on a separate launcher, people would still not be as scared.
Yeah, 100%.
Dylan asked, "Will it be annoyingly processed as a AAA game?" No, it's processed as
No,
DLC.
it's $40. That's
It's-
another thing people
that's
gotta
what
see.
I'm saying, dude. It's
If
like, what?
if it's a bad game, all right, you lost $40. Like,
I mean, yeah, it sucks to lose $40, but first off,
it does
I
suck to
could. It
lose
would
$40,
have to
but
be.
it could have
It would
been
have to be
70.
so bad. It would have to be so bad to not be worth $40.
Exactly,
Like-
like it could have been 70. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
there's.
Like,
It would just have to be
oh
so
man,
bad.
imagine if it was 70, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Well, I would get it for sure, right? I'm
Mhm.
not gonna be like one of them people,
Yeah.
but like, man, would it be kind of hard? I'm not gonna lie, dude. I've been of the mindset nowadays that it's hard for me to pay $70 for a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
If there's not a cool story to go along with it,
Mhm.
I don't want it.
Mhm.
I'm not paying 70 for a multiplayer game.
Yeah, no, I'm with you actually for the most part. Like, I think I would have bought it if it was 70, but I would have complained about it and it would have been a
Yeah.
terrible taste in my mouth. If
Yeah,
it's 60,
that's me. I would have got it, but I would have been like,
okay, so Dylan, they haven't announced the actual price. They've said that it's going to be priced in like the 40 to 50 range is the words that I've heard people use. It could, if it's 60, it's a variable. If it's 60, it's a toss up. It might be worth it. It might not. Like, there's a possibility. If it's 50, I think fine price, not complaining. If it's 40, there's no way. I just cannot
Make that thing
fathom
30,
it not
bro.
being worth
Inflation
40.
a bitch. Make that thing 30, bro. Inflation a bitch.
I mean, yeah, I mean, they got
Something
enough
to
money.
tell. Oh, he's down there. I'm not gonna get him. Hey, do you guys want to see the orc I painted? I painted an orc from Warhammer 40K. Look at this guy. Hydra, thank you for the like, my man. It's gonna be new gen only. I think I found a picture on the Elden Ring Twitter. Well, we can just pull up the Elden Ring Twitter real quick.
But yeah, I'm not too I don't blame people for being scared, but I can't say that I understand it too much. I mean, like, I can understand it if they don't think about it very long. But I think when I think about it, I can't convince myself that it won't be worth $40. Now, 60, there's a chance. It might if it's if they like somehow like just make a lot of mistakes, which I don't think they will. If they somehow make a lot of mistakes, it might not be worth $60.
Hydra said yes, same. If it is 40, I'll be waiting for sales. LOL. Also, nice orcs. Thank you, man. This orc was a very fun thing to paint. I want to do more. Like, I kind of want to do like, honestly, like like the Warhammer figurines painting streams would be kind of cool. That'd be kind of fun.
All right, you want me to start back?
Yeah, you can start back. I'm actually gonna go to the Twitter real quick and peep what Aiden just said.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go get my food then.
Okay, do you
I
think?
gotta go.
We're gonna be.
I'll be right back.
Does Elden Ring have their official Twitter? Or is it just from Soft? Let's see. I love though. Hey, listen, Elden Ring's is a great game, 10 out of 10 game. But I love the fact that when you type in ELDE, the Elder Scrolls page pops up first. Do like that a little bit. Just a little bias, a little bias. I like that. Oh, it's just me though. Let's see here. What'd you say? You was only gonna be new gen, PS5 and Xbox Series X. Oh yeah, it's definitely 100% gonna be only new gen. I just saw that picture, Aiden. I don't think this is gonna come out for the PS4 at all, or the other Xbox One. Since they're bringing old bosses, I really hope to find Solar at some point, not as a boss. Interesting. Hydra, I wish I knew what you were talking about. I'm not a Dark Souls guy. I let y'all know. I'm just come clean to y'all right now. I'm not like the FromSoft guy. If you think that's what I am, my boy Harmony over here is the FromSoft guy. I have only delved into DS3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Elden Ring, and I've only ever finished Elden Ring. Never finished the other ones. Crazy, right? Crazy. More than you, Aiden? Have you only played Elden Ring? Because I've only ever finished Elden Ring. I've never finished the other ones. Elden Ring, Sekiro, DS1. Never played DS1. Never did, friend. Never did. I am more so like I don't know if I've talked about this on stream yet with you guys, but my favorite games are the Fallout series and the Elder Scrolls series. That's my favorite games. Like I'm the guy waiting on Elder Scrolls 6, man. I'm that guy. I've only gotten to finish and play Dark Souls 1 and Elden Ring. See, okay, we're pretty much in the same boat then, Hydra. I've almost gotten through DS3, but I've never gotten all the way through it. When you call my name, I wanna take you there. When you met, you wanna hear some music? You want some music going on? Cause dude, I was worried about daggum. I was worried about the daggum TikTok and it getting taken down with the whole listening to music stuff, bro. But honestly, dude, it's stupid. So I don't care. If you guys like, okay, think about this also, guys. I have heard about TikTok getting shut down, and I know you, Crucible, and you, Hydra, are the only two in here, but I want you guys to still be able to come hang out with me if y'all want to. So if TikTok does get shut down next month, we're still going to be going live every day on the Twitch, and we're probably going to go on to YouTube as well after we do the after like if TikTok gets banned. You know what I mean? If TikTok gets banned, because I have heard about the TikTok ban, and if you guys do want to still continue to like watch me, you know, come hang out and have a good time. Inactivity detective? What you mean, TikTok?
Dude,
I'm
it's
sitting
so
here
weird.
talking.
It's because my
I'm
videos
sitting
are
here
playing.
talking.
Ring, there are no
Now I gotta go to the live. I gotta go to the live studio, bro, just to play a little mini game so that they can prove that I'm here.
That's
I'm not
so
farming
weird, dude.
for money, TikTok. I'm not making any money. Okay, this is gonna be stupid now. For some reason, after it does that too, it doesn't like to minimize. So now it's just gonna sit here at the bottom. Cool. But like I was saying, guys, if you guys do want to continue to support me, TikTok may end up getting shut down in America tomorrow. Fuck out of here. Next month. So if you guys do want to continue to support me, I will be still going live all the time on Twitch. And if TikTok gets shut down, we'll probably move over to YouTube streaming as well.
Hell yeah, dude.
I have the most followers on YouTube, bro. I have almost 500 on YouTube.
Did you watch Charlie's video that he did on YouTube multi-streaming stuff?
No, I did not.
He basically just showed though how much money he's made from multi-streaming.
Like, oh, he just showed it.
Yeah, he said the exact numbers. It's like
that's
what
crazy.
It is.
Crazy numbers. What was it? Let me hear it.
So, well, here's what it is. Twitch will make you more money while live. YouTube will make you more money from a VOD. So, like, basically, he would show a number. Like, the most he's ever made from a Twitch stream was $11,000 while live.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
11K in one day.
YouTube though, I think he's only made like
I feel
2K
like
while live, like not very much in comparison. Obviously, that's obviously
2K while live. 2K in 4 hours.
But then the difference is he has made $70,000 from a YouTube bot. Like not from a video, from the live VOD, just from the VOD. You know, getting views, and I'll say
70,000 from one video,
from one VOD, and that's not. He also showed that's not abnormal. Like the second one was 60,000, the third one was 50,000, the fourth one was like it's just common for him to make like. Okay, it's not like super common, but it's not abnormal.
I feel like a piece of shit, man. I would just straight up feel like a piece of shit.
Well, the funny thing is like. I think with YouTube,
Oh
it's
my
more.
God,
So
I
the
gotta
sad
stand
part
up for that
is
one.
like Twitch. The reason why you make so much money while live is because it's because of ads, and it's because they're so miserable on Twitch. Like Twitch ads are actually a miserable experience, unskippable, really intrusive, way too common. Whereas
Oh,
like
yeah, Twitch ads
YouTube,
suck. But you
whereas
can
like
get rid of those Twitch ads if you have Amazon Prime and you use the Prime sub to sub to the
true.
free twitch.tv/freemanYT.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way to get rid of them, from what I hear.
That's what I've heard, man. But yeah, like, but the YouTube live watching experience is worse. The YouTube VOD watching experience better. And like, like, dude, 70K is crazy.
70K is crazy, man.
You
Oh
know
my
what? You know what
God,
game he
bro.
was playing in that VOD?
Probably some stupid Steam game, right?
No, the stupidest game possible. Imagine what you think it would
Fortnite?
be.
Fortnite?
Starfield.
No way.
He made
that's
70,000 from the VOD of him playing Starfield. I watched that VOD. I mean, I remember watching it. Mm-hmm.
Guys, I love y'all. I just want to tell you this right now. Crucible, Aiden, Hydra. Listen, Aiden, Hydra. There will never, ever be a point in this career that I'm gonna have on these platforms, right? Where I'm not gonna at least be giving back to you guys if I'm making money like that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is ridiculous. Son.
Well, you
I
know,
wouldn't even
Charlie
know what
does
to
money
do.
giveaway streams. So
Yeah, I'd have to do it like every week, bro. There'd have to be like an every week giving away like 50K, dude. Every week. I don't care, bro, because that's too much money for one person.
but it's not like he makes that every week. Those like,
Yo, my boy Hippie in here. Other Lil T. What's going on, man?
if anybody says that he's not the most
One of
like,
those genuine and giving
yeah,
YouTubers.
yeah, like just like he totally has said 1,000 times he does not deserve the position that he's in. He is merely lucky and blessed.
That's how I feel, bro. I would like, oh my God, I'd feel like a piece of shit making that much money. What's good, my
Dude,
man? Stream looks good on here. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. We did a lot of work to get the stream going on TikTok. And when I say a lot of work, I mean like 15 minutes of a Google search.
I'm
I
interested
should have been
to
doing this.
see how I'd feel. I think I'd probably be the same.
I'd
I
feel
think
like a
I'd
piece of
probably
shit.
just start
I'd
giving
feel like a
money
piece
back.
of
I
shit.
wouldn't be able to.
I would feel like such a piece of shit, dude. There's
would just be
no
like,
earth
dude,
where
I
I
don't
make
need this much.
70K
I
in
don't need
one
it,
day,
please.
and I'm like, woo.
Well, he didn't make it in one day. He made that from the stream that he made in one day.
Also, Freeman, you ain't got to do that. Well, trust me, buddy. That's what's gonna happen if that ever does come to fruition. Because, dude, I could not imagine, dude. I don't need that, dude. I just want to be able to do this stuff and pay bills, dude. I just legit don't want to have to leave this desk to do work. You know what I'm saying? I never want to have to leave this desk to do anything. I want to be able to order food to here, and I can just get it. You know what I mean? I don't care for all that fancy stuff, dude. No.
What about
I just
sex,
legit.
though? You'd have to leave the desk for that.
Dude, just waiting like 20 years and we have like robots for everything, dude.
True.
I'll be min-maxing life like crazy.
Dude, you'll have like a
I'm just playing.
like
yeah.
a add-on to your desk that like just randomly at random times will give you a blowjob.
Okay, TikTok probably doesn't like this talk. I'm moving on. I finally started using cam, dude. I got a lot more respect for cam streamers now. It's hard when you first start getting into it, man. Your face just being there, you know what I mean? I look at myself all the time. Right now, I'm looking directly at myself. But if I want to look at the camera, I can always just do that right there. And that's what I love doing during stream, just like looking at the camera at certain points. You know what I mean?
too.
It's fun.
It's like, it's important
It
and
makes
it's
my
actually
lips
good.
a little bit.
I try to jump scare.
Honestly, 10 out of 10 streamer, so never feel bad about anything you do, bro. I just genuinely want to hang out with cool people all day and play video games. It's what I've wanted to do since I was a fucking kid. Like, dude, 10 years old, I was wanting to do this stuff.
10 out of 10 is crazy though. He's like 7 out of 10.
Okay. Now we're just playing over here. I appreciate the 10 out of 10 compliment, Ed. You're a legend, man.
Let me know
the
when you want me
presence
to
of my
start
own face. Oh yeah, let me read these two comments real quick.
Mhm.
The presence of my own face being there and knowing if I pick my nose, I'm canceled. Dog, dude, don't even like trip about
Dude,
that.
I
Like, dude,
will do it right now. Like I do it
like,
so much
dude,
in my stream.
The amount of gross shit I've probably done on stream, dude, it's fine. Trust. Like nobody's gonna like. Now you might get clipped. I've gotten clipped before, especially playing Apex. Ooh, I've gotten clipped and put on the top. Never want to experience that again. I hate that. But just know when you got your face on there, man. And when you're first starting out with it, the best advice I can give is look at the camera more. Like actually like talk like you're think of the camera as like your audience's face, right? And I hate using that word audience. No, you guys are just like the homies, right? I'm not there is no like audience here. I first tried her though. Oh, Aiden's out here first trying people. All right, we can start it up though. Oh wait, I don't want to
We're
eat
not
on
gonna throw it in
stream
the
like
bowl.
you're making okay. I don't want to eat on stream, dude. I've ate on stream. I smack though sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. But
Shit about me eating on stream.
he's eating on stream right now too. Right in the camera. Don't care. I wanna take you there when you call my name. How's the music too, guys? Can y'all hear the music or am I tripping?
I wish I could just not eat on stream, man. That'd be great.
I eat on stream. I don't care.
I wish I could, because I'm also like, it bothers me when I like, I mean, it's not like I'm getting mad at them, but it's just like I have to mute it if someone's streaming. I hate the noise. But... You ready?
Let's get it.
A really big part of each run, and the equipment screen now apparently has been simplified to just 3 weapon slots for each hand, so that's 6 in total. What's worth noting though is that unlike in Elden Ring, there are no weight penalties or stat
That's
good.
requirements
That's
for
good.
these
That's
weapons.
good, bro.
So-
Weight penalties in games suck, dude. Any game, weight penalties suck, dude. Being over encumbered, it's too heavy for my little legs to carry. Dude, you're fighting dragons. Who cares? You know what I mean?
Well, just up your endurance then. Like, I don't know what to do.
No, dude. I
Up
hate
your
carry weight in
endurance,
video games.
dude.
Carry weight in video games is so stupid.
I
Carry
don't
weight in
like
video
I don't
games
like
is so
carry
stupid.
weight as in like carry weight of like items. Like in an inventory.
I don't like the
I
penalty
hate.
for playing your game and collecting shit. I don't want a penalty for that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I hate it, and that's the one thing I like. FromSoft is one of the only companies I've seen do it that way, because like you have an equip load, but you don't have a carry weight. An equip load is meaning like obviously if you're wearing the strongest armor in the game, there's there's gotta be a downside, or else there's no upside to wearing light armor. Because
It clashes with with inventory management. I'm a big collector when it comes to video games, bro. Like I want everything. Like when I play these kind of games,
my inventory. I don't like to.
I don't want to have to manage it. I just want to have to like throw things in there, and I know the system. You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that.
There's
Right.
actually no downside to equipping 6 weapons. In fact,
Oh, that's
it's a really important thing to do because weapons actually now come with passive buffs as well. And
Ooh,
these passive buffs will apply to your character even
When
if they're simply equipped, and
Interesting.
even if you don't meet the level requirement for a weapon, which is a requirement that some powerful
Okay, I think that he's talking about this from his experience playing. I doubt this carries over through to the game. That just sounds weird.
That does sound weird.
So, because if your character doesn't meet the level requirement to be able to wield it, you can equip it and get the passive buffs from it. I just don't think that's like, I think that's an accident. I think that's an oversight.
Yeah, I
really
do
doubt
think it's
that.
an oversight. I'll be back though, my
weapons.
man. I'm gonna go get my stream going for the night. Keep up the work. You too, bro. Have a good night and have a good stream, man. Love you, dog.
do have. Should you die in Night Rain, you'll be put into a downed state where your teammates are actually encouraged to damage
That's not
you
down, that's
in order
paralyzed.
to revive you. From a gameplay perspective,
man was on
this
his
is a
belly.
really cool take on the revival mechanic, because it's usually a bit of a drag in other games. Unlike in other games where you have to stand still and revive someone, this allows you to make use of your character's weapons and unique arsenal and skills. What's more, you get the added bonus of being able to slap your friends silly for dying in a dumb
Yeah,
way.
I like
You
that.
made the first ever
Sounds
Elden Ring
kind of
Night Rain
cathartic.
meme.
If you die during the daytime, apparently
The first
you have
ever
the
one.
choice to respawn with a slight punishment to your character's level. But if it's night, you'll have no such option, and the Ring
So
of
that's interesting. I think they do that because there'll be some level of you guys going to different areas. And like,
Mhm.
because like maybe this area's got a good thing for your character and this area's got a good thing for my character. It might be better to just
Mm-hmm.
separate. And, yeah.
Yeah.
rain will be closing, and that will bring with it damage to those who get drenched. And at the ring's close, every day you'll be forced into a randomized boss fight with a challenging enemy that represents the end of that day. Die
That's
here
so cool.
in the dark, and you'll be forced to rely on your fellow Nightfarers to revive you in the midst of combat. And if all three of you lose your lives at any time, it's game over and it's back to the round table hold with you all. While most everything that you've collected is lost upon death, one thing is not, and that's a resource called Merc. Merc is a currency that
Merc.
persists between rounds, and it's able to be spent in the round table hold to buy character emotes, customizable skins,
Oh
and
no. No.
Microtransactions.
No.
Microtransactions. Okay, so we're getting deep in here, man. We're getting to the nitty gritty. We're not. This ain't the channel to come to if you just want like biased review, like in-depth analysis. We're gonna be real with you. This is dumb as fuck. This is dumb as shit. This should not be in the game.
Okay.
Not be in the game.
I think you're right. I think you're right if you can buy the currency, which is how it's done in almost every. Like if you can buy the currency with real money, that's bad.
Mhm.
Terrible. But if you can like they will be gods to me if they make it to where there are no microtransactions.
If
I
they can
will
pull that
worship their
off,
feet. What
if
do
they
you-
can pull that off,
It's not even the thing is it's not even hard to pull off. You just don't put microtransactions in the game. You just don't do
Mhm.
it. It's
I
simply
know.
resisting the urge to make money because that's obviously what it
Mhm.
is. It's like, well, I could just
Mhm.
do it.
It's
but
easy money. It's easy money. They know people will buy it. Yeah, I know, Aiden Hydra. It's crazy, right? Like you think, like these. I'm telling you, man. I watched it happen with my company. I remember Fallout 76. I remember the live service attempt.
dude, if this is the Fallout 76,
I remember the
Elden
attempt,
Ring,
John. I
dude,
remember
if
it.
This is the Fallout.
I
76 of
remember it.
Elden Ring. I'll lose my shit.
I'm just telling you, man. This looks way too familiar for my company, man. This looks way too familiar.
Everything was great until we mentioned
Sony.
skins. Dude. I at the same
I really hope
time
they don't butcher the new game. Me too, man. It's
I-
scary. It's scary, but we don't know. You know,
at the
we're
same
gonna have
time,
to
if
wait.
it's got good gameplay, like I'll hate it, I won't like it, but like there's plenty of I fucking like it's okay. I would prefer it if they didn't have them. But if it's a good game, I'm okay if it does. It's just usually bad signs, and we don't need more bad signs. There's been plenty of bad signs. Just stop.
Mhm.
Just stop with the.
And most importantly, relics.
What's
Relics are a permanent attribute buff, and each
Pay to
character
win.
can slot in.
So, but
Pay to
no,
win.
that's an even better sign. Obviously, if they're not stupid enough to actually make the game pay to win, I think that just makes it more likely that you can't buy the skins.
Imagine though.
Imagine
Like, if
though
there
the
is.
worst case scenario. I'm not gonna imagine the worst case scenario. I just don't see it. I think there's like a 10% like less than. I could go as far as say it won't happen. It just won't happen. It just won't happen. There's
We'll
no
see.
way
I
you're
hope
gonna
so.
be able to buy things that make your character like, oh my god, I would actually break every single FromSoft related thing that I own and curse their names. Like, if you can buy buffs to your character, that would make me throw up.
It's not needed for pay to win or microtransactions if the game's good enough. I get where you're coming from, Hydra. Trust me, I do. I see what you mean. That like you kind of have the mindset you don't have to buy if you're just good at the game. I get
Mhm.
that, but the fact that they are like if they do go down this route and they offer you an easier path to victory than what is given through monetary value instead of your own skill, I just think that's a bad thing. I think
Yeah,
it's a
it
bad thing
is.
for the
There's just
game.
no debate. It's just a
If
bad
I
thing for the
can
game.
just pay, if the other Joe can just is Joe Schmo can pay for a win against the Nameless King because he bought a cool relic, but
Yeah,
I went through there with my skill. You know what I mean? I don't like that. I don't like that.
that's horrible. But so the idea of you being able to buy skins using in-game currency would be even better, like than if you couldn't, if there are no microtransactions. If Because you know what that does? That means if you see this guy and he's wearing this cool gear, that means he had to earn it. That meant he had to earn it, and there was no way for him to buy it. I think that's a great thing.
Mm.
That's the way skins started. That's the way, like, before there were microtransactions, that's the way it worked. You saw a guy with a cool skin, you were like, wow, that's super cool. He had to earn it.
Mhm.
I think it's
No, yeah.
possible, but I think, I think it's
Yeah,
it's
that was
it's often bad. It's often bad.
yeah. Yeah, that was my point. I think I
We
just
haven't seen
misread the
this in
sentence.
forever.
I probably just misread it, Hydra. FromSoft will never have microtransactions. Miyazaki's a D1 hater of that. Souls games DLC almost didn't happen. He's such a D1 hater. If there is microtransactions in this game will fail. I'm kind of the same mindset if there is microtransactions. But Austin, I don't think you can speak for them on that. Like they're a company at the end of the day, man. They want to do the best thing to make money. Money's all. Money is the king of everything.
Yeah.
It will ruin it will drive companies to the dirt, dude. It'll drive peak companies to the dirt. Look at like BioWare, dude. BioWare was on at its peak with like all the Mass Effects and stuff like that, and look what they're
Yeah.
making now.
I mean,
Like,
look at your favorite game studio.
look at I didn't want to bring them up, but look at Bethesda. You know, look at
That is
Bethesda.
what they did. It's what they did.
Yeah,
They
it's
just
why they charge out the ass for these games, but they're not charging out the ass for these games. Like the DLC was $40. They're talking about this game being like $40.
yeah. So here and okay, like to some extent, he said that like this merc or whatever can be used to buy it. Like technically, it would still be okay if there was It would still be okay if there was microtransactions where you could use one kind of currency to buy skins, but you could not use that to buy relics. That would be okay, although I would hate it, but I wouldn't. I would still not like. But if you could buy something that makes your character better, that makes you more likely to win, I would.
Mhm.
I
That
can't
just goes
say the
against their
things that I would
formula.
do. I can't say
That
it.
just
Actually,
goes
I would get in
against their
trouble.
whole system. That just goes against their whole system at FromSoft, dude. It's like they've never been of that mindset. I agree though, Aiden. 100% agree.
I don't think they will. Like, and if so, this is good news. With my faith in this company, I think it's really cool if you can buy skins using an in-game currency that is unattainable outside of the game. I think that's super cool, and I want it to happen.
Mhm.
But oh my god, I can't even. I literally can't say the things. They're illegal to say. I can't say the
Like,
things
could
that
you
I would
imagine
do
like if
if you
these
could buy it.
relics are like talismans and like you just purchase them for like $5, dude? That's fucking. Ugh.
I actually can't say how that makes me feel. I just can't.
In 3 relics that can tailor playstyles to your liking. IGN mentions that some relics allowed them to deal extra damage with throwing knives, and
That's
some
cool.
relics boosted the damage that you do with a certain weapon type,
Which also means that throwing knives might be useful. That would be really great.
which is cool because then you would go into each round hoping to get that weapon. PC Gamer notes that they found relics that allowed their healing flasks to also heal their allies, or relics that marked treasure for them on the map, or relics that made their critical attacks give extra runes. It seems like all of these relics are color-coded as well for different characters, but apparently you can also perform something called a relic write to switch around their color coding. I'm not too sure I understand how that works just yet. While you're in the Roundtable Hold, you're also able to visit a training ground to test out your character's new kit and to prepare for your next incursion. Apparently there's even a codex here that gives background lore on characters and enemies, which
I
is
like
new
that. I like a
for
little bit
Yeah,
of
that's
lore.
cool. Yeah.
But once you're done here,
Which is like
it's
it
back
would just
out.
be good for Elden Ring to or FromSoft games. No, I mean there is some level of like a lot of people find that they really like how hard and convoluted the lore system is. I think that if
Mhm.
you find it, you should just be able to access it. Kind of like honestly how Black Myth Wukong had, how like
Mhm.
there's lore to these things that you fight, and then if you
Mhm.
go to your like a specific tab, you can look at all of the lore and it's well organized, and I can look at anything I want
Mhm.
instead of being like I got this item from this spot, and this spot kind of has to do with this character, so maybe if I look at this item's lore, it might have something about this character. You know,
Mhm. Yeah. I know what
a
you
lot of
mean.
people like it, a lot of people don't. I'm of the thing where it's like the easier it is to access the things that you want, so
The better.
when it's lore, it's better. Of course, if it's
Yeah.
like, skill, things that's different. Like,
Mhm.
yeah,
into day one of another journey, where you'll have to hope that you can survive. Interestingly, when you do die out in the world, there's a chance
Also,
that
thank
a red corpse
VetiVid,
will
might have
show
got the
up
name
in
wrong, for
someone
working
else's.
hard about the lore and the new info of the game. True. Shout out to him. Yeah, we should have said that before we even started the video.
yeah.
But shout out the creator of this video. What's his name, John?
Body Vidya.
Vadi Vidya. Yeah, shout out to him for making this video. This is where we're getting all the information from. Go check him out.
Yeah,
All right, you can
world,
start it.
and
he's
that's your corpse, and in that world apparently it will be a fantastic source of loot for them.
Bird.
This, according to From Software, is Night Rain's unique asynchronous online element, and this is in addition to the usual phantoms that you'll be able to see running around the world with you. On that note, leaving messages for others is apparently a feature that's been removed in this game.
That's fine.
And it was removed in the name of
be
speed
weird.
and fluidity, which are two things that are clearly very important priorities for Night Rain's gameplay. This game revolves around getting as much done as possible in your 15-minute days before each boss fight. Leveling up, for example, is another thing that's been streamlined. No longer do you need to sit and rest at a site of grace to level up and restore your flasks. Rather, you only need to be in the proximity of grace to do so. And even leveling up has been streamlined to where you can...
I mean, I like it. I mean, getting rid of the animations is like, it's like I think it's good to keep the game. Like that's why it's in a way it's good that this is a separate game. What'd you say?
John, you were cutting out like crazy right there. You roboted like crazy.
Yeah, for me you were. So I don't know. But what were you saying?
You roboted like crazy
Yeah, and I'm talking about before that.
right there. I don't know what happened.
Because you cut out for me too.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Must have been like a Discord thing. Also, it kind of seems like a speedrunners multiplayer.
auto level.
I'm sure there are
That's
gonna be
what
people that are gonna speedrun the hell out of this game.
Well, no, that's kind of what I was saying, and that's the way I've always felt about roguelites, and the reason why I've always liked them is because they're like a speedrunner's way of having infinite, like a speedrunner's game. It's just a speedrunner game. You get good at, it's like you get a new game in front of you. How can you speedrun it? It's like that same feeling as if, but every game is a new game. How can you speedrun it? Super cool. I love it. Big on that.
Recommended
Welcome back,
stats
Aiden.
just by mashing a button, and this process will automatically upgrade the stats that suit your character. As noted by IGN, the structure of the game really lends itself to this gradual build in tension with every day that culminates in a boss fight, and then that tension recedes again if you're victorious that night, and the Ring of Rain retracts away from you. All enemies killed on day 1 remain dead, and with day 2 beginning, your team is able to get back to exploring and preparing for that next challenge.
You can't say that doesn't sound hype. You know what I'm saying? Like that sounds
Yeah,
so fun.
it does.
It sounds so fun. It sounds like, during the day you prepare. You're like, oh my god, do we have the gear? Are we gonna be able to fight? What boss are we gonna get?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a guessing game of like if you're prepared or not, and then you eventually get in the boss, and you're like, oh, it's this guy.
Yeah,
And
you
then,
get
I
in
can see
there.
how that'd be hype.
Imagine like you're prepping for like you're prepping for like Morgott, and then you get Melania, and you're like, oh, guys, rest in
You're like,
peace.
oh, yeah,
Jeez. I mean, that
yeah,
just
that
sounds
would be
fun.
hype.
It's so funny. But
That does sound fun.
you know, that's the way I imagine it, and I think that's fun.
Which
Yeah.
will require you to synergize your builds together and come up with strategies to take out the field bosses you wish to face. So I think this process of looting and exploring and fighting creates really good peaks and valleys to the gameplay, as From Software says as well. And they believe that this will condense the experience of Elden Ring, fitting exploration and character building and discovery and challenge into just one short play session. At the culmination of the third day, you'll face the Night Lord, or rather, you'll face one of 8 chosen Night Lords that you would have set out to kill when you first left Round Table Hold.
Okay, I wanted to say something about something he was saying a second ago, and then we'll get to what he just said now, because both of them are pretty meaty. But I like what he was saying when he's talking about condensing the Elden Ring experience. Because like, the way you think about it now, it's like for people like me and you, we put 67. Oh Lord, it sounds like he's. Oh. Hey.
Hey, so that works. I guess the server wasn't working or
Yeah,
something like that.
that's been happening with Discord more often recently. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, which I kind of hate because our chat is just like blown right here. Everybody can just see our chat logs right now.
Sad. I mean, good thing there's nothing.
Yeah,
there,
nothing
but
crazy.
Yeah.
You can even you can stream this way too.
Yeah, I don't know, but I've started noticing that happen more on Discord.
That is weird.
Did,
But what were you saying though?
Yeah. Okay. So I thought it was really interesting what he was saying about like condensing the Elden Ring experience, because like if you think about it, like the experience of Elden Ring, to truly reach Melania, it takes 60. Okay, let's say a good player, like, okay, everybody has a different experience, but for the first time player, it'll probably take you 80 hours to get to Melania. Like that was my first playthrough. I think it took me 80 hours to get to Melania. But like, let's say I know there's probably some people out there. I'm so good, I did it in 3 hours actually. You know, it was like great, good for you. I don't care. But I'm saying in general, it still takes at least like 10 hours sometimes to get to the meat of the game, like to get to the hypest point of the game. Whereas like what they're doing here is condensing it into as best as they can into a 40-minute PlayStation. Because of course, when you do these things, like, of course it's not gonna be like the hype isn't gonna be as big, because part of what makes it so hype is it took you 10 hours to get there. But it's like, in a way, it adds more stakes as well, because if you don't beat that at that boss, then you reset. So it's like in a way there's more hype and more build up. I think it does, but I think it's very true though that like the Elden Ring experience being condensed is a fun and interesting idea, and I think something good for them to try to explore more often.
Yeah, I mean, I think also trying to broaden your IP out to a more broader audience is it's not a bad thing at all. But like, just the way you go, it's the way you try to do it that matters. And
yeah, if you do it without microtransactions, good. If you do it with microtransactions, bad.
Pretty much, yeah. You hit it on the head right there.
Yeah, anything that has microtransactions, not good. Everything that does, good. I mean, whatever.
According to the game's director, these final bosses will be gradually unlocked as you progress, and
Ooh, that's cool. So it's like, sorry, I wanted to like talk on like what he was saying a second ago though. He was talking about like the Shadow Lords, how there's 9 of them, and that's what you. Okay, there's Well, it's 1741, so we go back to 1720.
Short play session. At the culmination of the third day, you'll face the Night Lord, or rather, you'll face one of 8
Oh, yeah,
chosen.
you're right, 1 of 8. But either way, so there's like, it could be something story related, and these could all be like there's specific ones, and I think that's cool. Like, I think like those 3 dogs that you see, those look like they would be a Night Lord.
Yeah. I think that fight definitely did seem like a Night Lord-esque fight. I'm just curious, what are you gonna do after you beat all 8?
Then
That's
it's
my only
probably
concern.
I don't think there's a concern there. It's the game as it is to begin with, which is you do it again.
Well, my thing is, I guess I'm just confused on how they're wanting this game. Like, what is the identity of this game? I think that's my biggest thing I'm trying to grasp with it. Like,
Mhm.
is this a live service game, or is this just a standalone co-op, like couch co-op game? Yeah, in a sense, you know what I mean? Not true couch co-op, but you get what I'm saying. Is this
Yeah, I
like
get what you're
a
saying.
rating? Is this just like a rating type game? Is this a live service game? Like, these are things that I want answered.
So live service means that it's constantly getting updates to the game, and that basically takes out the idea of like DLC from it. I think this will, in that level of it, be a live service game. It'll be constantly updated. It's about the frequency of the patches and stuff of that sort.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that doesn't mean that it's not a couch co-op. I mean, that really just depends on like you would call. I guess so. Like you would say, yeah, no, it's not a couch co-op because like you would call Elden Ring. I think, well, co-op is not so much, but you play it on the couch. I think that it's just like, yeah, it'll probably. I wouldn't consider it that, but I mean, I don't see the confusion. I mean, and of course, like we'll find out more of these things as they go on. As like we hear more about it, but like I think that it's meant to be if you've ever played any other roguelike, I think that will answer all of the questions. Like if you play another roguelike, if you play something like
Mhm.
Hades, if we were to play something like Hades, which is a roguelike, or think of another one, but like something that's procedurally generated, it's that it's new every time. It's
Mhm.
that you get something in front of you and you quickly have to find out how to solve it in the best and fastest way possible. That's the identity of the game. That's what you look forward to doing. And you look forward to mastering the things that are not variables, which is the combat. So the
See,
variables are the loot and the combat is the consistency.
but like this is just me as a gamer, like in
Mhm.
how I interact with games. I'm just wondering how I will enjoy that
Mhm.
personally, because like with me, when I'm playing games like this, I want there to be kind of substance that I can learn. Like I've always gravitated towards single player games
Mhm.
in a sense of like I'm trying to learn something. I'm not really trying to play something, if that makes sense. Like I'm not trying like I could see myself having fun with this. Don't get me
Mhm.
wrong. But I feel like when I'm going towards Elden Ring, I only want to know more about its world and fight cool bosses. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. Oh, it's gonna throw this boss in front of you, and you just got to figure out real quick on how to beat it. You know what I mean? I'm sure I'll
Mhm.
enjoy it, but I don't know how much more I'm gonna enjoy it. You know, when there's not that substance there, that like there's a bustling universe going on around me. Because I think that's the part that I like in video games is when I'm taken out of this world and thrown into that world, and I can feel that there's something going on in this world behind the scenes. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah, I mean, but what it sounds like to me is that you're saying that you really like Elden Ring and you might really like this game, but you don't know because it's a different game and it's not Elden Ring. Um,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, that's just a true statement. There is a chance that you won't, but if they were to just give you another Elden Ring and another Elden Ring, and eventually you'd get bored of them, which I'm not saying that I have. I'd say that it's a peaks and valley experience to me since I've been such a long time FromSoft fan. There are times where I am the biggest FromSoft fan, and like I have been recently, where that is the all I
Uh-huh.
play. And there's times where it's not because that I only like that for so long. And I mean, it's not like I stopped liking that, but it's nice to
Mhm.
have something else every once in a while. The way I imagine it is like because no matter what, the thing that always stands true is I like the combat. And that's the thing that
Uh-huh.
I've always liked the most about every FromSoft game is that they have really intricate combat systems. Even true of Armored Core, even though it's like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, all these things, they have similar combats. FromSoft, like Armored Core, has a really interesting combat system. Sekiro has a really different combat system. But the thing that's true is they're all really good and really fun. And
Uh-huh.
that's what matters the most to me. And the one thing that excites me is that it'll have a new way to play that combat. Instead of
Mhm.
like I could go from, Elden Ring and I'll play that. And, I'll, play it however I please. Like, when a new DLC
Mhm.
comes out, I'll spend hundreds of hours in it.
Yeah.
And then I can go and play Night Rain, where it's still the combat system that I know and love, but now
Mhm.
it's a new experience every time, and it's not something that's consistent. And there's no bustling world, but I don't always want one. Like
Okay. Well, I mean,
sometimes I just want like something unique,
no, I get you. I definitely get you.
but it
Yee
could be bad.
6.9K likes. Yippee. Thank you guys for the likes, man. You guys are crushing it tonight. Hydra and Crucible out here just doing God's work.
Dude, we have been talking about this for long. We gotta finish this video.
The
Holy
Night
shit.
Lords
True,
that
we
you
had to
would have
finish
set
this
out to
video. You can
kill
keep the
when you
video
first
rolling,
left
but I just
Round
want to
Table
say,
Hold.
I don't
According to
know
the game,
if I
Mhm.
do get tired of like video games like
Yeah.
that, dude, because from 2007
Mm-hmm.
to 2017,
Mm-hmm.
I just played the same game, but
Mm-hmm.
with a different skin over and over again. Like I just didn't
2007
stop.
to 27. But it's not like you didn't play other games too. You like other games. I mean, right?
Yeah,
You like
but
other
definitely
games.
not as like yeah, but definitely not as much. Like when I say not as much, I'm like 95% Sky like the Elder Scrolls and Fallout series and like 5% other games. I'm not even shitting you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like similar for me. Like the FromSoft experience is the highlight of my gaming experiences, whereas like everything else is like, fun whenever I'm not in the mood. Because I mean, you haven't played that much Bethesda in a little bit. It's like
True, but it's like I
that's your
always
go
know
to.
I
But
can hop back in it. And like
yeah, it's the same for me with like a FromSoft game.
my friend want to invite me to his Stardew Valley save. Tell him to quit being a pussy and invite you.
You cussed.
game's director,
Hydra, I'm a little
these
drunk.
final
Hydra.
bosses will be
Wish I was drinking
gradually
with you, but I got
unlocked
work
as you
tomorrow.
progress, and I assume each Night Lord will be harder and harder in difficulty
That's
as well.
interesting.
One Night Lord that we've had a glimpse of already is called
You were right.
Gladius, and
You
they're
were
a hound
exactly right.
that is capable of
He just
splitting
looks so
into
cool and
3
unique. I
wolves,
thought he had to
which
be.
suddenly will require your team to
Just a
use their
little
abilities
liquor.
and contain the situation and just fight 3 enemies at once. I love that many of these bosses appear to be designed for the co-op experience. The
Put it on 2
centipede
times speed too.
demon is another
Or like
example,
1.5.
as their body parts can fall off and fight independently of the main boss, which will keep your teammates busy. The whole thing sounds like it will be a far cry from the co-op experience of the base game of Elden Ring, which often results in your whole team going to town on one enemy who can only really focus on
Oh,
one thing
Aiden,
at
you
once.
call him a
So I'm
pussy?
glad they're
And it
taking
worked?
multiplayer
Good
into account
stuff,
at a
man.
whole nother level this time. As for the game's replayability, some players have noted concerns with the variety of locations and the variety of bosses in their 4-hour play session, though From Software was quick to reassure them that the full game will have a lot more variation to it.
I
Really,
hope
I
so.
feel like
Because
so
if
much
they
of
are
this game's
complaining
success
about
or failure
repetitiveness and only a 4-hour play session, that's also a little concerning to me.
Mm-hmm. That's one dungeon. If this one has like 9.
True. That's another thing. It's like that's not the full. They didn't play the full game, so
Yeah, but like I mean, I guess maybe there's something to be said there, but maybe there's not. I mean,
maybe.
yeah, there probably will be some level of repetitiveness, and probably to some people that's not fun. But I think I love repetitiveness. That's what speedrunning's all about. I like to do the same thing over and over again.
will come down to that simple fact. How much replayability can From Software really offer in this one area of Limveld? And this brings me to the inclusion of characters and enemies from Dark Souls in Elden Ring, which I feel like is probably the most controversial topic of this announcement.
Oh yeah,
That
you're
picture.
right. Yep, there you go.
Look, that picture right
No,
there.
You're right. You're onto something.
See what I'm saying?
Something. Yeah, I can see
That's
it
not
there.
Melina. That's
But
not
the thing
Melina. And the
is,
part
like, the part that I'm, like, I think for sure. Let me actually look at it real quick. Let me just like Google her up. No.
get a good analysis.
Okay, let me just.
There is a gnat that is just flying around me right now, and I'm about to lose it.
We're gonna go look at what's her.
Don't
freaking
type
name?
in P.
PS3.
Don't type in P.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what they're called. Firekeeper.
Don't click www.p right now. You know what's gonna pop
Yeah, no,
up.
that's her. Straight up, that's her.
That's her, bro. Look at the hair on the left side.
is
Like
there,
that's her. Like this is what I'm saying. How I don't think it's
yeah.
canon.
Yeah, that's her. What's up, shawty? She back.
You're right. Look at the
I mean,
hair.
she
It's
my
not-
favorite. She my favorite. She always do.
She your favorite, the Firekeeper.
Yeah. No, she fine.
Interesting though. How interesting why they would bring her back
I ain't
for
complaining.
this. Maybe they know she has a certain fan base.
Or maybe they'll incorporate the lore somehow. I'm interested.
They'll finally, the people that were saying Elden Ring and Dark Souls was connected all those years ago were finally right. They're like, we were right.
Exactly.
We were right.
And I mean, I'm fine with that. That's hype.
So this character seems to be the Firekeeper from Dark Souls 3. This
Look.
spider is the Duke's dear Freya from Dark Souls 2.
That's from Dark Souls 2. It's not just GS3.
This is the Centipede Demon from Dark Souls 1, and this is straight up the Nameless King from Dark Souls 3. A lot of people have been laughing, rightfully so, at...
It would be crazy. Put an armor core boss in there. Put a mech in there.
But sire, the law.
the idea of people like me who explain the lore having to explain
Yeah, that is gonna be interesting.
why
Yeah.
characters like the Nameless King
Because this is a lore guy, by the way. If you've not watched much Vadi video, he's crazy on.
He's a big lore guy.
He is
Yeah.
the lore guy. The lore.
I would love to play a bunch of swamp maps. LOL. I do like swamp terrains in video games.
No, it's a common FromSoft joke because there is a swamp in every Dark Souls game that like
There's a swamp
Miyazaki
in
was just
Elden.
born in a swamp. Like the man just loves swamps.
He loves swamps. He maybe like Shrek, dude. Maybe he's a big Shrek guy.
People have like talked about like how every map will have a swamp. That's just like everything is procedurally generated, but the one thing that is certain,
But the swamp.
100% chance it will be a swamp.
There'll
have
probably
made
a
their
swamp.
way
in this
into
one.
Elden Ring, and I'm not gonna lie, I find the situation kind of funny as well. I agree that it's a bit ridiculous that they're in this world, especially at first glance, and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like these characters or enemies have been added to the game for some deep lore reason. We all know why they're primarily here. They're here because this is a way for From Software to reuse their extremely high-quality repository of assets and enemies and animations from their past games. Tons of enemies and animations in Elden Ring are already taken from their past games. It's a technique that frees up From Software to focus on designing new games and new assets that matter even more than these ones. And I personally don't have a huge problem with that. I think a lot of people would have a problem with this spin-off game existing instead of a new IP, but I guess cutting corners like this does allow them to focus their resources on new IPs. So I personally don't really have a huge problem with it, although I don't know the extent to which they're taking bosses from Dark Souls, so there's definitely still the risk that they could overdo this in some.
Yeah, and that's the way I feel about it. Like, I think that it's probably one of the things that I like the least about it, and that I care for the least. But I mean, I think maybe there's a way for them to do it tastefully. We'll see. It just really, it's one of the biggest variables in the matter to me because, like I said, I'm not dooming on a lot of this, but I do see this is like a 60-40 for me. Actually, I'd put it closer to like a 50-50 of like it could be done bad and it could be a not good thing, but we'll see.
Some people's eyes, especially. For a while there, I was really desperately trying to understand how the universes of Dark Souls and Elden Ring could be conjoined in this way. At the end of Dark Souls, the painter does paint a new world, which could conceivably have been the world of Elden Ring, and what's also funny is that ages ago, George Martin stated that Elden Ring is a sequel to Dark Souls, which...
Wow.
George said that?
Wow. George said that? Bro, I
Okay, the
wouldn't-
fact that George said that's big. Okay.
That's crazy, dude. There's no way this is like, are we really... This is really reality, right? That's crazy, dude. I remember when people were saying this.
I didn't know George, because George made the lore of the game.
Yeah.
So if he made the lore of the game, then his word is final.
His word is pretty law. The George, yep. Mr. George sequel, really? That's crazy.
That's actually wild. My work on it was actually done. They wanted a world created. Okay, whatever. I thought maybe that had to do with it, but no, it's just.
Many took to be a mistake on his part, but in retrospect, that quote almost takes on new meaning now. The official Dark Souls Twitter account has acknowledged this overlap between universes.
Okay, man. Like, nah,
What?
they really gonna do that.
What?
It looks like these worlds are gonna be connected, and that's what they're gonna do with this video game.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they do it. Because like he's right that like there are and if it was thought this way in the creation of the lore, and it wasn't just a quick cash grab like all right, let's just put them together. If it was done this way, like George R. R. Martin made the lore of the game, and in the beginning of it, in the creation of it, he knew that it was going to be a combination. I don't mind that.
Hydra said Patches connected it all from the start.
Oh wait,
True.
Joe, he's right. Patches is a Dark Souls character. I completely forgot that Patches was in Elden Ring already.
You guys talking about the Elden Ring link to other games theory? Right now we are, but it's more so on like a small topic on this broader video we're watching about Elden Ring Night Rain.
Dylan said multiverse is so annoyingly lazy. I think you're right,
It is
Dylan.
so annoyingly
If they
lazy.
do this and they approach it from the all right, in the Elden Ring universe, all of a sudden, you know, there's a multiverse opened up and now the multiverses are colliding. Okay, if they do it in the basic way, it's annoying and it's tiring and it's old. But if they approach it from the standpoint of it's been this way the whole time, when we created the game, they were linked. And if they go into that further here, if they go into the lore of what, like, how these connect and how the basically, because you know, if we think about it, these games are really different. Dark Souls is very different from Elden Ring, in terms of like, you know, there's obviously been some time since the end of Dark Souls and the beginning of Elden Ring. So if in this they explore that in between area and kind of put, you know, further understanding into our minds of why they're able to connect, then that's fine. I mean, it's pretty obvious that they like. I think this is fine, but I agree with you guys. If they go into it from the multiverse opened and there's an alternate dimension.
The multiverse opened and the painter wrote in a new universe. It was the painter all along. Patches rules all. He might be though. What if Patches is like the big
actually the
one
god. The one
He's the
connecting
god.
god.
The
Dude,
one connecting
honestly
god.
love it. Honestly love it if that's what they do. It's
Funny,
cheap,
that's
but it's the best
Night
way to
Rain.
do it.
Oh yeah, there's Patches may be in Night Rain too. Imagine he's like the final boss,
Yeah, it's just Patches.
and Patches just turns into a.
Which, like, I just realized that, you know, both of these are true things in Elden Ring and Dark Souls. Dark Souls, the whole thing is it's an eternal night, and the fire is what, you know, is what the whole theme of the game is you
what
are
wakes
the
you
fire.
up.
Yeah, you're the fire, and that's what. But so if they, but like there's also that existing element in Elden Ring already of like like what I was talking about with the Noxtella, they live in an eternal night. And also it talks about the Noxtella being the remnants like of the longest living humans, like the longest living. What if they're like the remnants of the Dark Souls universe and it's the underground of Elden Ring? They could find ways to do it somewhere.
You're going into some deep shit right now. I'm just like, Aiden said Patches is the friends we made along the way.
Patches is actually God. No, I think that's cool.
It notes that
It's gonna be
ancestral foes
interesting.
are appearing. In
If
this
they do
world.
it bad, then it's bad. If they do it good, then it's good. It's the same way I feel about everything. The problem, I think what everybody's scared of is there's so many things that could be done.
They are remnants of a fire that once burned bright. And in an interview with Famitsu, the lore supposedly suggests that these characters were drawn here from other worlds thanks to the influence of the Night Lord. It's a bit cheesy
Multiverse!
to have this hope.
These characters were brought in through other worlds.
Who said that? I gotta know who said that, because if it's someone that
The lore supposedly suggests that these characters were drawn here from other
the lore
The lore
supposedly suggests.
supposedly suggests.
I mean,
so
it could
they
just
brought
be bad
them in
writing.
from another
worlds thanks to the
universe.
influence of the Night Lord.
Okay, if it's
Thanks
like
to the
that,
influence of the Night Lord.
I hate that. Oh, I hate
It's
it.
Thanos, dude. It's like Thanos, bro.
Like actually, Thanos is we're just gonna start getting Fortnite skins.
It's a bit cheesy to have this overlap between universes. These universes overlapping kind of makes sense in the context of Night Rain, because this is a world that is in flux. Most importantly though, Night Rain in general doesn't seem to be connected to the canon of Elden Ring. Rather, the game's director has called the story completely separate and parallel to the world of Elden Rings.
Multiverse,
Separates-
dude.
Well,
Multiverse, dude.
wha-
That's multiverse.
You think that's multiverse?
Yeah, it's. They said it's not canon to the continuity of your mainline Elden Ring story,
Mm-hmm.
but it's in a parallel universe.
He didn't say the words parallel universe.
He did say a parallel. He said
He
parallel.
said the lore exists parallel, like the worlds exist parallel to each other, which means they progress, but they do not connect. I don't know though. Look,
Multiverses don't have to connect.
what does that mean?
It's multiverses, dude. It's multiverse. They're going the multiverse route.
Dude, if you keep dooming on this, I'm gonna lose my mind.
But that doesn't mean we can't still.
I'm
enjoy
not
the
even
story.
dooming on it. I'm just saying, like, they're doing multiverse.
You're saying it is the multiverse. If that's the case, then
That's
I
what
hate
it
that.
seems.
It could seem, but not be true.
It
I'm
also
gonna
doesn't-
deny it and deny it and deny it till they use the word multiverse, or
We also
until
gotta,
they do
like,
something
think
super
through
cringe.
Translations is a big thing. Translations is a big thing. Because, like,
Oh,
haven't there always been, like, lore things with these games because of translations?
Yeah, I mean, there's been some, but yeah.
So this will be the in-between for the next game, and the 8th to not the confirmed 9th boss will lead to the next game. That would be crazy.
That would be
Imagine you
crazy.
do
mean
fight
that
like
the
a
Night
9th
Rain won't-
boss and the Night Lords, and it connects to the next, like, Elden Ring game, or
teach us
Elden Ring
anything
or
about
whatever
the
you
lore
wanna
of
call
Elden
it.
Ring. Even if it's a separate story, these events are still occurring in parallel to Elden Ring's canon, and thus they can still potentially offer context about Elden Ring's world. Cut content is a good example, like that's not canon, and yet it gives us context about the world and what the developers are thinking in regards to a lot of these characters and a lot of this lore. These shadowy titans, for example, could give us clues about the dead titans in the lands between. The Night Lord could be related to the Nox, and they could be the Lord of Night.
Told you. bitch.
Wow, you're deep, dude. You're in
Like that the
there.
Nox
You're
have
in
been
there like
anticipating
that.
for eternity. The Round Table Hold is likely in opposition to the Night Lord for good reason as well, and yeah, that's all valid lore, even if it's parallel to Elden Ring, I think. What I'm most
It's
looking
like it's like you and Fallout, dude. It's like you and Fallout. You know, I
Sorry,
just
man,
know.
follow.
Dude. I'm talking about
yeah,
like
yeah.
my knowledge of the
Yeah.
lore. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm in here,
100%,
dude. I'm in
100%.
here.
Yep.
forward to, though,
You're in
are the
there.
character stories, because I think those stories will be good on their own. So, all in all, I'm excited to see what the game's new director, Junya Ishizaki, cooks up here. This director has taken a risk doing something different with this project, and I think it says a lot about the company that they trust a new director with a project like this that no one saw coming. So, I'm excited to play it, and I'm excited to die in Limveld and have you guys pick up all the loot that I had on my lifeless corpse. I can't wait. As for my personal thoughts on the game, I'll give those full thoughts when I get a chance to play it, but the reason I'm excited is because this solves the main problem I have with Elden Ring, and that's its replayability. In Elden Ring, once you roughly
Yeah,
know
that's
where
my
all
problem
the
too.
items are, replaying the game becomes a bit of a chore because
It's okay. So it's different for you, Tanner. Like, different
Mhm.
people like it differently. I personally prefer, like, and I've replayed it plenty of times, but like I prefer it to be different every time. I don't like playing through the same thing over and over all the time. I think it's just different. But like, I know you love replaying, because I mean,
I like just delving through everything. Like, I like to be able to make sure I 100%ed something before I
Yeah.
can move on from it.
and
Like,
that's
I
understandable.
want you to stay the same so I can really get all in the nooks and crannies of you.
Mhm. And I think that that's true for people like me and you, even both of us. I think because we're doing that with Elden Ring. But for the person who only played through Elden Ring once, it's because they didn't want to play through. They didn't want 100% everything. But that person got 100 hours out of Elden Ring, the base game. They could get 200 to 300 out of Night Rain, or even a continuous. If it's a good game, it could go way past that.
100%.
it's just a matter of deciding on the best items for your build, and then you have to commit to this sometimes agonizing speedrun from one side of the map to the other, and there's so many places you ignore in the pursuit of that. It's just harder to get lost and immersed in
Just
the
don't
world
ignore
when you're
it.
replaying the game. But with Night Rain, you can continuously get lost and immersed in this ever-changing world with ever-changing builds, and I think that's the experience of playing a Souls.
I just disagree with him on
we all
that
love.
so
Why?
heavily. Like, and how do you get more immersed in an ever-changing world, more so than a world that stays the same? That don't make sense to me.
It
To me, I feel like I get more immersed in a world that's like that I know stays. By the way, Liam, thank you for the like. I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, this is just. I mean, it's not even an important part of the video. You know what I mean? I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I don't agree with that take, but We can
I mean,
continue.
that's the take I've said pretty much the most throughout this. Or it's like
Mhm.
we've already disagreed on that once. And I think that's fine. I think we'll probably continue to disagree on that, and we could be the two sides of the people that like the games.
Yeah.
I get more immersed in a world that's ever changing because it can get boring to me to see the same thing. And I think that it's, basically it's like this. You know how it's like so fun to make a build?
Mm-hmm.
Um but sometimes, like, it would be the way I see this is I get to make a new build every 40 minutes and I get to flesh it out, but I don't have to I don't have to go through the same game over and over and over again every time I want to make a new build and just explore it on the same bosses that I've already explored it on. It could be on new bosses, it could be in a new way, because the enemies are in different places. It's just a new experience. And I like new experience. And that's why I like roguelikes. Like I mean, like other roguelikes that I've played, which are worlds that are constantly changing, are never the same, but they have consistencies. That's why I like them. It's because it's like, it's a fun challenge for your brain.
And if this game
No, I get why
succeeds, I
people
think
like
it will
it.
be because it nails that feeling of playing a Souls-like game for the first time and not really knowing where to go, you know? In Night Rain, that Elden Ring experience of discovery and challenge can be distilled down to this short, punchy play session that you can also share with friends, and I think that's absolutely more than enough reason for this game to exist. And yeah, I think it'll do really well if they nail that randomization aspect and diversity in the world. Also, I really hope that they add some sort of PvP mode to this game down the line, because
Yeah, even though they said they aren't, I agree with them. I think it would be better.
the pieces are
I
all
think it'd be
there,
better
and
to have
people
the
joke
option.
about
More options
Elden
are
Ring
better.
having a battle royale mode, but
Yeah.
unironically, that would suit Elden Ring really well with its diversity.
Dude, that's crazy. I agree with him. So much people hate that, but I agree with him. I agree with him. What? I don't know if you heard it, but he said if
Where
it
are
was
we
a battle
dropping?
royale, like, dude, I'm all for it, bro.
Where are we
Put me in
dropping,
the
bro?
fucking Elden Ring
I know
BR.
that'd be the one BR you go crazy in.
I'd love it, dude.
Diversity of
Cause like
options.
okay, a spell break. I like non-shooter BRs.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what Spellbreak was, and it also had
Mhm.
consistencies, and you could level up your ability to use certain items, and then
Mhm.
that would change, like, influence like what kind of things you're gonna pick up whenever you're looting. Cool.
For PvP, and I hope this does well and they keep investing in this kind of game, because this is kind of the foundation for an everlasting, incredible Elden Ring experience. From
You're good,
PvE
Hydra.
perspective, yes. but
I'm
adding
just over
PvP
there
would
reading
add
y'all's
even more
chats, like
replayability,
I'm having
and
a good time.
yeah, I really hope they go down that road. If you want to learn
Bro,
more, please
Harmony
check
and
out all
I
the
gonna be
articles that I've
having
been
the
referencing in
duel
this
of a
video. I'll put
lifetime
link
for
in
the Elden
description,
Ring
and
BR
I
Victory
appreciate how much
Royale.
info they were able to get. Please.
True though.
Dude,
Good to see you in that
100%.
top 2 situation.
Dude,
Catch
imagine.
me in that top 2 final zone situation, bro. I'll box you up like a fish. No cap. Dog water, son. Well, good.
Yep.
That was fun. Good, we got a lot of good points across.
Yeah. There's a lot to it.
2 hours worth.
Yeah. 2 hours worth. Well, yeah, 2 hours.
You guys want to see some Elden Ring now? What y'all want to see? What y'all want to see? We
Or
still got
should
to get
play
around to play Super Mario.
Yeah, something interesting would be playing a roguelike.
A roguelike?
Yeah, just playing a good roguelike. If we can find one. Since we both we're having conversations about the genre.
Is there even a tab for roguelike?
Yeah, there is.
It probably is, right?
Apparently
Your
Balattra's a
content?
roguelike.
Hell no, I'm not playing Balatro. Your content any will do. Appreciate that, Hydra. We'll figure something out.
Slay the Spiders a
Yeah.
popular roguelike.
We'll always go back to Old Reliable if we have to. Where'd you find the roguelike?
I just put it in the search tab and it pulled up. The Binding of Isaac was one that I played that was one of my favorites. It like my first experience of a roguelike and how I enjoyed it. You ever played The Binding of Isaac?
No, I have not. I just looked up a game that Hydra told me to look up. It's got overwhelmingly positive reviews with 70,000 reviews.
What is it?
Notia?
Never heard of it.
Or Noah? Yeah. Or Noita? Noita? Came out in 2020. It looks like a It reminds me a lot of Hollow Knight mixed with Terraria a little bit.
Yeah. It looks cool.
I do not have it though, sadly, Hydra.
Risk of Rain 2 is another roguelike I played. Me and Joe played it for a while.
Risk of Rain.
Mm-hmm. But I think like one that you would like, and I've never played, but I would want, like, if we ever do another like kind of race experience, I would want to play with you. Is to play Hades 1. It's $10.
Hades 1.
Just Hades.
It's a top down, ain't it?
Yep. It's got interesting lore. It's a roguelike. Well, technically,
Yeah, but it's a weird game with every pixel animated. It would. I would look it up before downloading. Honestly, I will look into that Hydra. See, John, I want.
Now, but just I would want to play that with you eventually. I always wanted to.
I will give it. We will give it a try. And here's the thing, man. I want to be the guy that likes top downs so bad. I want to be that guy. I want to be him. Like, you have no idea. But I'm telling you, dude, I will never pick a top down above a first person or third person game.
Risk of
It's
Rain
like in the back of my mind.
Is a third person shooter.
I did see that. I just looked at him.
It's pretty fun.
But I was like, yeah, man. Like, I was like, because when we were playing PoE2, it was fun, and I was like having fun, like building the character, and like the graphics were really good. But I'm just like, man, if I was right there in the action, it would feel so much cooler.
There's not many first person roguelikes, and that's what I'm noticing.
I just realized we're on Steam. I need to be careful scrolling all the way fucking down. Jesus fucking Christ, Steam. It's mainly just a lot on the computer, so it's a worry. It fried my last gaming laptop. Dang.
What is?
That Notia game.
Voin looks interesting. I've never heard of it, but it is a first person like hack and slash roguelike. It actually I've never seen it. It's spelled VOIN. It actually looks crazy. It's
forged by a solo developer.
This thing looks
cool. What is
dude.
this game? This game looks cool. Hold on. A single developer, by the way. That's crazy, Hydra, though. That must be a very intense game.
Ooh, that looked so cool. What? There's no way this is a single developer.
No, it says by a solo developer. Let's peep this real quick. That looks not bad.
Like, the movement looks crazy fun.
Yeah. You can dual wield?
The thing is, it's one of those, like, I don't know if I'd want to pay just for it to not be fun, but dude, it looks so good.
Actually, yeah.
Dude, like, the trailer is crazy. This looks fun.
This guy went in, actually. For a solo developer, that's so crazy.
Dude, it looks, yeah, I'm actually, you know,
we might have to delve into this crowd.
I might have to look at that.
I have to delve into
There's
that
another
soon.
one, Mortal Sin. That was like the game that came out before this.
It's kind of like,
looks really cool.
it kind of to me looks like an 8-bit realistic. Like, dude, it looks 8-bit in some shots, and it looks realistic in some shots.
Dude, look at this Mortal Sin game. That looks crazy.
Mortal Sin.
Like, this was his first game. You can see why he probably had a good one. Like, this guy knows action. He knows how to make some satisfying looking action.
Oh wow, what is this art style?
Why is this the first I've ever heard of this?
No, we might have to try that for maybe do like a Steam game night tomorrow. Try out these, or at least one of these games.
I would want to try out Voin because it looks like, since it's the second game, and also looks like you can have different builds. Whereas that one guy was using, it looks like pretty similar thing. I'd actually love to try that. I was just
I've only heard,
like a first person.
But that should be a good one. Yeah, this is insane though. I'm sorry, my brain just like turned off for a second.
Buckshot Roulette, that's considered a roguelike.
Buckshot, no way. Buckshot Roulette is a roguelike.
It says it's multiplayer.
This game?
Buckshot Roulette, it says multiplayer.
Oh, Buckshot Roulette. I thought you were talking about this Voin game.
No, I just didn't know that Buckshot Roulette game was multiplayer.
Well, you want to play Elden Ring?
Yeah, sure.
For a little bit, because I gotta go to bed here in a bit anyway, because I
Yeah,
gotta
I
work
got you,
tomorrow.
yeah. For sure. We could try something.
We made great content with that.
I think so.
Same brother, no, Buckshot Roulette is not a roguelike. It's a friend's drinking game. True.
Yeah, it's just for
Oh,
some reason
having
it's
an
under that
arcade,
tab.
having an arcade version of Buckshot Roulette, honestly, would probably be fun. I'm not gonna lie.
I just don't know why it's under the roguelike tab. Like, I just want to know more. Like, genres are so weird in gaming. There's so many, like, it's like the Souls-like genre. Like, what? Like, there's been a long time conversation of what really is making it Souls-like.
What makes it a roguelike?
Yeah, dude, this game looks cool too. I might be into these roguelikes, man. I don't know.
Put a bunch on your wish list if you want. I
It
put
was
shit in my wish list all the time that I think we should
Dylan
play.
asked what we're doing. Y'all gonna play something or chilling? We're probably gonna play something and chill.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both going on.
If you ever want to join us in this Elden Ring world, Dylan, you're more than welcome.
Just want to say Hydra and Aiden, I love you guys. You guys have been such sick friends. Such cool guys.
Cool dudes. Chill
Bunch
vibe,
of
Dylan.
cool
I'll be right
dudes.
back.
Do you think? I'm gonna go ahead and open up my world. What y'all think about this new fit though? Came out with this last night. What y'all think about this new fit? We drippy or what? You are a cool dude, Aiden. What we feeling about this? Yeah, that fit go hard, don't it? Yesterday we played a little bit off stream, and we went and got a bunch of armor sets, and we kind of just like started throwing stuff on. And I think this is like one of the best ones I've ever come up with. With the Sword of Night, dude, are you kidding me? Come on, are you kidding me? I'm not Italian, at all. I don't think it is. I really need to get home internet after New Year's. You should, having home internet is also a good thing. Well, but it's not something to drink. So, Aiden and Hydra, I want to talk to you guys for a little bit while I got y'all here alone for a second. So, I want to say in about a month and a half, I'm going to be having to move. And I'm going to be moving back to I'm going to be having to move back to my home state. And I'm really worried about how things are going to go during that time, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to have the opportunity to stream as much as I want to. I'm gonna have to look for my own place again back home, and it's kind of hard to get into apartments and stuff like that. But I'm trying right now in the process to go ahead and be looking at that kind of stuff. But I just want to say I hope to see you guys when I do have to make that big change in my life, and I hope to see you guys still back in the streams when we start getting set up. I'm actually going to live with my guy Harmony here. Me and him are gonna get a place together with our other friend, and we just make content like crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, what he said.
I was trying to tell them about the move I'm gonna have to do here in a month or so. It's okay to focus on yourself. It's most important, and whenever you're set up, I'll be waiting. Appreciate that, Hydra. It's not really a thing about wanting to focus on myself, though. It's more so just like I want to get into a house with my bros as fast as possible. That way I don't have to, miss streaming. I don't want to miss hanging out with you guys every day.
Hey, by the way, guys, this right here, this is a I'm trying to think of the word. God, I totally just took a test on this. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. You know, I totally forget that I was trying to tell you anything. You guys got another roommate, Dylan is asking? Yeah. You know him. The man, the myth, the legend.
I just wanted to let y'all in on that, Hydra and Aiden, because I don't know how that time's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know if I'm gonna have to miss like, dude, I've had.
It's Matthew.
It's not what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But like, I've had thoughts that like, that may end up being a reality, and it might be out of my control. But we'll see.
But trust me, when he comes back, we're gonna have content better than.
Oh, so much better, man. Like we're gonna be.
Will be so much more of a priority because we'll have less time spent at work, have more time to focus on it, and we'll be able to make content together.
In real life content.
In real
We'll be able to make IRL stuff, dude. We'll be able to vlog if we want to, man. Would y'all want to see a little Freeman vlog, dude? That's fair. My main focus this month is my own health. Unfortunately, I'm positive. So for when you have friends to meet them. True though. Yeah, and I hope you're gonna get better, Hydra. I'm still praying for you. I prayed for you that night you told me about it, and I just hope you get to feeling better, man.
Your world open, son?
Yeah, it's open. I think. Did I open?
It's not open.
Pretty sure I did. Did I deadass say I was gonna open it and never open it?
I think so.
Oh, crazy! I did. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, we're gonna do some crazy stuff, man. Good content planned for the future, dude. Like, when we get back home, it's gonna be very content focused going forward. Very, very content focused going forward. It's gonna really be giving 2025 my all. And I'll have me and Harmony to do it. We'll just be able to kill that.
They haven't been around for the long run to see the 7 years that me and you have always wanted to live together and have a house so that we can work together and making content.
Me and Harmony here have been talking about getting a place together and making like YouTube content together since I want to say freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
Like confidently say freshman year of high school. Like that was kind of always a plan of ours, but we've never had the opportunity to do it until now.
Now we're adults, big men.
Now we're adults and we can do whatever we want. You, my daughter's performance just before Christmas, so hoping for a holiday spirit. Hey, I'm hoping you get a good gift. I'm not for the holidays.
Shout out Dylan making ramen. Top 5 chef. Top 5? You know,
Top 5?
I'd like to try it to see if you're top 5.
You remember my ramen? You remember my ramen, dude? Did I make you ramen one time, John?
I think you did. Yeah, no, and it was
I
good.
did.
Ah, you did.
Yeah. I did my thing with that, didn't I? I did my thing with that. We'll do cooking streams, bro. That'd be so fun.
Sure.
Where'd you fast travel to, by the way?
Yay
for being adults. What's going on, Space? How you doing, bro? In the DLC?
In the storehouse, yeah.
Storehouse.
It's in the dark. I'm about to get a grace for you though.
Okay, yeah, just do grace. What's going on, Space? Yay for being adults. I know it's just nice to be an adult and do whatever you want. You can also do, you know, you can be like that Luigi guy. Don't be like him. I'm not saying be like him, but you can.
But if you wanted to, you can. And
Y'all gonna fight him, Gaius? Oh, Commander Gaius. We do kind of need to.
You can.
I may or may not have bought a blanket of the Elden Ring map because my son's name is Caleb. Oh, I remember you telling me that. That was such a W name. Oh, that's nice though. The Elden Ring map is a blanket. I need that in my life.
Actually,
Did you get the grace?
Yeah. I've been saying I need to get more Elden Ring like lore art.
Oh yeah.
Since
Display,
I'm such a
bro. Go to
fanboy.
display.
Yeah. Dude, like, but truly, I just mean like Ronnie everywhere.
He just wants to be surrounded by half-naked Ronnies.
Yeah. I mean, also clothed.
You know, clothes can be. Yeah, I thought it'd be perfect for his nursery. That W nursery. I bet he's got a sick-looking nursery, dude. Oh, I bet that nursery's badass.
Born into the Elden Ring lore.
What a legend, though. Your son's gonna be so chill. Who wouldn't, TVH? I swear. I'm sorry, John. Where was the?
Don't even trip about it.
Not gonna trip about it.
Don't even trip about it.
I'm gonna go to the back section though, because I remember you said that, and I finally found
You might
it.
could figure. You might could get your way.
Maybe. Putting a lot of faith in you now.
But I'll probably get you another great.
I'm gonna get an Elden Ring poster. Mantis gonna go hard. I've wanted to get some of the display ones. Listen, I'm so excited. It looks like a mix of Elden Ring and Merlin lives there part time. doing adulthood right. You're living adulthood in the right way. It's
I'm
like
sorry,
now that you're an adult, you can do if you want to just name your son Caleb. You can. Like,
That's a good thing.
you know what I mean? It's
That's
so
like-
cool. That's so cool.
I don't want kids up until I hear something like that, and I'm like, man, I do want to have a kid.
Dude, I've honestly like I would name my kid Dovahkiin. I'm not even kidding, bro. Just the Dragonborn.
I'd bully him. No, I'm just kidding.
You'd bully him? I don't care, dude. He'd be cool.
As his uncle, I would bully him. I would just go up to him, I'd start shouting.
Usrodahan is in. Like, why not? If Jack Black can name his kid after Zelda, I didn't even know he did that, but that is so funny. I love that. True though.
I got you, Grace.
He turned around.
Where you at?
Fighting a guy right up here. He looked at me funny.
I'm gonna rest for you.
Yeah, do that. All right, which one is it? West Rampart?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dylan said I'd bully him. Like, I mean, he's probably laughing at what I said. I don't think Dylan would say it. Yeah, I think he was laughing.
Dylan, I know you're an Elder Scrolls fanboy too. Don't be playing with me.
I think it's a top 5 game of all time. But
Top 5, baby, top 5.
I'd still get on his head.
I'm dressing him as Consul Radon for his first Halloween next year. That I would want to see a picture of that. If you have Twitter or something like that, please
Yeah, I'd love to see
tag me in it or like tag me in the comments or something because I would love to see that. That'd be so cool. That'd be the kind of stuff I want to do if I had a son. Yeah, I did stuff there. I'll keep y'all updated, I swear. Appreciate that space. That is so sick. Look at this little derpy guy. You said I'm just standing there like that? I'll post it up like he was big dicking?
He was swinging.
Okay.
Here we go. This freaking loser.
Oh yeah, these guys down here. I forgot. Or no, this one guy down there. He's just like giving it his all down there.
Dude, honestly, if he just keeps targeting me, though, I can just sit here and stand under this while you go knock him out.
Yeah, I'm about to go knock his shit in. Come here! Actually, hold on a second. Oh, never mind. He targeted me. Ow. Ow. Oh my god, he's still doing it. He doesn't care. Eat that. Listen, my name is in Bloodborne. His mother is Victor Amelia. He's my tarnished baby. It felt right. You were just doing life the right way. Like, just doing adulthood justice. This is what gives me faith in, like, adulthood. And that this stuff may be worth it one
I was being
day.
a silly goose. If you go down that elevator, there's a goose.
Man, you were being a little silly goose.
I was just
I'm gonna go down
freaking
there.
on him. I didn't even.
I was doing the same thing, though. If he was targeted on me, he would have done the same thing to me.
Oh, Lordy mercy.
Now, Space, you are, like, giving me ideas, though, that the next time, like, not the next time. If, like, I ever do end up having children, video game names are going to be at the top of the list. Like, Dovahkiin is definitely not out of the picture.
It should be.
Okay. What would you name him then, nerd?
No, I just think it would be better to like come up with like a more like I like it when they're like hidden. You know?
I'll call him
like,
Rayloff, dude.
Exactly. I think that'd be better than Dovahkiin.
Or
I
name
like
him
it to be
Ulfric.
hidden. Yeah, Ulfric.
I'll name him
like, so- a
Iron
legend,
Dagger.
Dude. What was?
I'll name him Iron Dagger. Thank you for the like, by the way, Space. My husband chose Logan like Wolverine, and this was my rebuttal. LOL, I won. I think I like Caleb a lot better than Logan, I will say. But I
Just
do
'cause,
like Wolverine a
people
lot.
would think of Logan as just being.
Yeah, true. But like Caleb, that's unique. That's it right there.
Name him the King of Solitude. Yep, that's his name.
The King of Solitude.
What's the name of the leader of the Stormcloaks? See?
Ulfric Stormcloak.
Yeah, that's what I thought it
My little Placiduous axe.
was.
I like that one. My
I'm
little
big on-
Alduin the
yeah.
World Eater.
I'm big on
Parthenax.
percentage stats.
You definitely won 100%. Where did you go, dude? I don't know where you went.
I think I'm close to where you were.
Oh wait, you can definitely go up here. Hold up, I never went up here in my first playthrough. There's got to be something up there.
You know if you found a grave?
May have gotten
Did
into a
you use
little.
this-
No,
oh, no.
there's just a mushroom up here.
Ah, you're stripping.
Get off.
There's a lot of there is a lot of Scotted Tree fragments here. I do not remember where each one is at. But, you know, a lot of them. Oh, that's a door. Yep. Sure enough.
Guess who just went in a big circle? This guy. There's so many good
Whoa.
names from video games that people overlook because of stigma. I swear. People be naming themselves after like people be naming their babies after actors like all the time, and they think that's not weird. Like that, I think that would be more weird than a video game character.
Exactly. I mean, then there's a real person who you were named after.
Yeah.
Whereas in this one, you're named after a fantasy. You have something to live
Yeah.
up to.
True. Could you imagine being named Guts? Having to live up to that.
I wouldn't want to live up to that. That's miserable.
I wouldn't either.
You have to live a terrible life.
You have to live a worse life than Guts. I literally also Apple River North. Oh yeah, when Kanye was naming his babies after directions.
I also did a circle.
You did? Oh, you did a circle too.
Yeah, I'm at the grace.
I'm more of an anime fan. I won't do names. My child Merman from Hunter x Hunter. Ooh, anime too could be a really good way. I'll name my kid Goku.
Yeah, big on that. Son Goku.
Naruto. Son Goku. Son hyphen Goku. I think I might be in the right place. Okay, I'm just drinking.
Quit doing that, man.
Hey, I found a door, man.
Quit drinking. It's not good for you.
Well, I just drank like 2 flasks back to back for no reason.
Who knows? I might keep playing after you get off and like download it like Hades. I've been wanting to play Hades for so long. I just need to do it.
Dude, go live and just play Hades. I'm sure you'd have a great
But
time.
I should really just edit that video. Just actually-
True. I mean, yeah, that's also a good use of time. I'm gonna do the long form of us talking about that. I'm just gonna upload like the whole 2 hours worth. I don't care.
I was thinking about cutting mine down pretty chunky. It'll probably be pretty cut down. But at the same time, I could just not.
I once met someone at work whose name was Yeehaw, and it made me realize I can name him anything. That's true, though. You have free will. You can do anything you want. Anything. But also, hope the best for the live. I got to go to bed. Hope y'all have a wonderful night. Hydra, you have a wonderful night too, my man. Appreciate you for coming and hanging out. And like always, I'll be happy to see you in the next stream, man.
Freaking heck yeah. Big on Hydra. Big on.
W Hydras. Can I get some W Hydras? Man has been in the stream like every single time I've streamed for the past like 7 streams or something.
Dylan, what do you think about this? Do you think I could manage to parkour this?
If you have to ask that question, probably not.
Yeah, and you bring up a great point. That is usually the case.
Man, I don't know where to
Turns out I couldn't
go.
do it. Turns out I
Yep.
could not do it.
The theory stands true. The theory stands true.
Lord, I think I could have though. I think I was just a little off.
just a little bit.
I was just a little off. Dylan said I have
Ooh, you
aura. Well, isn't that a bummer, huh? Turns out it was that fake aura.
Where'd you try to parkour?
Your mom's house.
Okay.
Tried to parkour into your mom's window.
Okay. That's stalking.
I think That's illegal.
Have fun in jail, buddy. Have fun in jail, buddy.
No,
I
what do you
think I'm where you were at, and I'm like, how the hell did
You
you try to
definitely
parkour
were
this?
not where I was at because I was in the whole other side. But
Oh.
I think I'm getting close to where you're at. Maybe we should meet up and figure out where to go.
Oh, yeah, I'd be a good idea.
Where are you? Okay, you know what?
I don't know, dude. I'm with a bunch of scorpions and like
Okay, I think I
they're
think I
not.
think it's.
And I feel like I'm low to the ground, but also high up.
Stop, John. Stop.
No, it's fine. Keep going.
Fortnite.
I think I can parkour this. Hold on. Yeah, this is so parkourable. Yeah.
So what? How do you feel about parkour civilization in Minecraft?
Oh. Man, look at that. Just look at that, though.
I'm on my way to you. I'm definitely getting close.
I got a good view, buddy. Never. What's going on? Where is this? This is in the DLC. We are
On our
up
way
in this
to
area.
the snake-looking balls.
But look at this view, man. Like,
Not a
how do you
snake,
beat
she's
that?
She's like a centipede.
The really ugly pink thing.
She gives you the remembrance of the bud.
Yeah, the bud. Hey, I found a rhino. I know this guy gonna have a scarter tree.
Hey, I think you are where you need to go. Did you not get this grace over here?
Nope. Ow. Well, he got me. So now I'm gonna have to fight him raw. You missed. Woo! I really don't want to die.
Just don't do it then.
With?
Oh, that's funny. This is the spot where I was trying to get to, Dylan.
I beat Radon today, first time playing it last week. Good shit, man. What a W moment in your
Good
gaming
freaking
career.
crap, you mean.
Yeah, what he said. Ooh. Good moment in your video game career, though, dude. I felt like I was more of a gamer after I beat him for the first time. I was like, you know what? I've become more of a gamer. Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Now
I'm
parkour
just
it.
being stupid.
You make a. And
Thought I dodged it.
I don't think I can.
Oh, shouldn't have done that. It took me over 30 tries. Well, never. It probably took me about over 50. So probably more than that. I had a time on Radon, man. I may have died to him a couple hundred times. I'm not even kidding you.
Then I could pleasure you.
I don't want you to. Let me change the talisman real quick, gang.
I did try, Dylan. I really did. I tried to jump as late as possible because it looked like it was a long jump. It wasn't a forget. Okay, I didn't forget to. I just happened to jump a little bit late. I was better than the game is what it was.
Oh, he got mine.
Well, Tanner, if you want to go to the, well, you know what, I'll let you. If you want to go to the Grace, though, I'm heading the right.
I'm in a duel right now with a hippo.
But the problem is I can't get to that hippo. We both need to get it. Maybe if you kill him, though, maybe it'll give me a scout. Yep. Didn't you just kill him?
Damn right.
Alright, now you can go to the Grace.
The Lord provides, son. Now I'm still getting my ass kicked by Godfrey. I still do too, man. I'm telling you, I'm trash.
You didn't hear the news, Dylan. I don't think he's gonna be coming out.
Mm-hmm. Sad hours.
Alright, We gotta cross this bridge at the same time.
Okay. Well, we got 20 minutes before I gotta go to bed.
All right, let's get it.
So we gotta get it.
Gotta get it, and we gotta get it, and we gotta get it, and we gotta get it.
And we gotta get it, 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 and we gotta get it.
So I thought we'd have to cross it at the same time, but the guy who was guarding it happened to be asleep. So.
Bro was a little bit asleep. Does the DLC off co-op? Like offer co-op? No, we're playing or I mean, I guess you could play like in the regular invasion or whatever if you wanted to. But nah, me and my friend are playing on a co-op mod for the PC version.
Why is he not? He is not because he does not have enough days off to make it a good option.
Oh yeah, it's super cool, man. This has been one of the funnest things I've done in gaming. I'm actually rested. I needed to anyway. Now where's this bud at?
It's a little bit good. But it's not, there's like really nothing in there. I do remember this guy holding this pot, I think, maybe. Nope, oh.
I'm just running, man.
Oh, there it is. That's Scott, right?
Yup. The horny guys.
You're always sad when you get a revered spirit ash. You don't meet them.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way you go, Tim.
Yep.
Oh.
Wrong way. Did you go in there?
Yeah.
You did. I was scared to go in there because it was them guys.
Yeah, they're really annoying, but it's what you do. There's more up.
Bye, shitters. Okay. I had to whistle for you 3 times that time. Don't make me start taking away the food rations.
Dylan said, why would he not use PTO?
Don't have none.
Don't have none.
Ready? We're gonna have to first try this thing. Got 15 minutes.
You can, I mean, we could probably get 2 to 3 in 15 minutes. But, here you nonetheless.
I hate this boss. Oh, this nasty looking thing. Such a nasty boss. Look how gross you are. Yeah.
I really thought that would hit it.
Quit aggroing me with your long little tentacles, you weirdo. Okay. You're gonna do this real roly-poly attack. Okay. I guess I'll eat that. Thank God. Are good. Okay. Let me get that thorax. Let me stab that thorax real quick. Ooh, big bleed. Big bleed. You saw the bleed.
Shut up.
Ooh, no, she's doing some dumb shit. Oh, nah, man. Now I got Scarlet Rot to worry about. Darn, are you there?
Why is she still logged on to me?
You're good. I got Scarlet Rot too. Kill me. You know, some people would like that death.
I forgot I have a spell that gets rid of Scarlet Rod in my spells currently. That would have been smart to remember that. Been pretty big.
Pretty big, man.
Because the reason I died is because I went in my inventory to try to get rid of it. Scarlet Rod. And I accidentally used the one that gets rid of bleed because it's the same color.
Maybe instead of this, I just give her the hands. What you think? See if she can handle this shit.
I
See, I
want
don't
to
know
change
nothing about
spells.
this.
You can rest. I want to see if I can get some more flames going at her. 'Cause it seems like she's
Okay.
weak to them, maybe.
She probably is.
Maybe
Definitely
that
seems
one.
like the top.
Feel like that one. Maybe like a little bit of ooh, big on that. And then maybe big on that. That's good. That's a good spell list, I'd say. Oh wait, you need to change spell. I need to change spell.
No drip. Hold this.
And then yeah, change. I think it's robustness that's resistance to Scarlet Rot.
I think so too. Who's this person? Dryleaf Dane.
Oh man, I should have.
I got you. I'll grab that. Girl. Come here. You don't know about nothing else. Oh man, you don't know about that. You see that bill bleed up? Already? Already got her. Come on, I'll dodge that. Easy. Come on, take some of these hands. Come on, you don't want this. Come here. Let me get that. I want that. I want them problems. Come on. Yeah, you see that bill bleed up? You see that? Build. Build up that bleed now. Get my revenge on you. Come here. Oh, yeah, you want to do that now. Oh my god, these butterflies are everywhere. Come get these hands.
I'd be casting these spells, Dylan. What you know about it?
Come catch these motherfucking hands.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I wish you would go for them hands. Could you go?
Come get these hands. She don't want them. That's the problem. Come get them. I'm over here hitting you. Come get them. Maybe she don't like the fire, man.
I mean, I won't
Maybe she really. Come here. Come on. Yeah.
Get that bleed, dude.
Come on. Come on.
She just
Trash.
missing, dude. Like,
You just whiffed.
yeah, no way. My bad,
Well.
queen. My bad, queen. My bad, queen. My bad, queen. Woo.
Woo! Okay. I like it when they feisty a little bit. Yeah, you see that build bleed up. That bleed build up.
Close enough. Close enough.
Look at some of these. Oh, look, I'm about to do another one. Ooh, you lucky you pulled that move out. Some real hoe shit right there. Now I got Scarlet Rot. And just quit. Woo! Woo! Yeah, I knew you.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh man, I got that rod now, and I don't have enough mana to get rid of it. Oh, wrong class. Ooh, we need to hurry up on her.
I got 3 flasks left and Scarlet Rot. Okay. Dude. She's just so hard to hit, man. I hate these monster bosses that are like so awkward to hit. You see that? Trash, dude. My last blast is zip. Okay, never mind. I'm not be dead here. I'm not gonna die here, John. I got Scarlet Rod and
If I could get in a, I need. Oh no.
race against time.
I don't have Scarlet Rod anymore.
She pulled out that bullshit, dude. She pulled
I
out
should have
that
ran
bullshit.
away, dude. I should have ran away. I should have just ran away. I was so close to having enough mana to heal. Oh.
Bro, them fists go crazy.
Dude, if I could just reallocate flask, we got out of this run. I just gotta reallocate flask. I need more mana. Because, I mean, it was working great up until I ran out of mana. I just need more mana. I didn't need as much mana on the last boss. This different bosses.
Yeah, I was changing up the talisman a little bit. Alright, come on, you little shit. Trash. Trash, bro. Come on. I dodged, dude. Can't say.
I'm having a hard time with Vega.
Yeah, like I'm having a hard time hitting her in period. Like, she doesn't stand still.
It's not reaching because she's running everywhere. My God, she's running so much.
Okay, dude. And I got Scholar right, bro. Fuck. Get off me! My God, bro. Dude, I'm just running away. Like a holy. I'm gonna try to. What's that thing in the inventory that we?
It's just like a freaking ball.
Bloodlust. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think I got one. That's sad.
Maybe Black Flame would have been better.
Yeah, whenever we can actually get some hits on her, like, oh my God, she can take some damage, but dude, when she's just sitting there, like, moving, it's like, what can we do? 4 flash left.
Oh no, I'm stuck. Ah. Let me heal, please.
I'm smacking her, dude. I'm hoping she just... I'm about dead, John. I have no more flash. I'm trying, soldier! I'm quick stepping! I'm dead.
Oh.
2 times, dude. Dang.
I don't like this boss. You know what? You convinced me.
I don't, bro. It's so awkward to fight this
Yeah,
boss.
it feels like you never get to hit her. She's
No,
just
it's
always
weird.
flying around.
I'm with it, man.
Reminds me of a Wukong
Let's see here.
boss. I'm just kidding.
Breaks.
They're usually a
Makes
little
consecutive
more.
attacks grow. I might should just put the stamina recovery.
I know I got it, dude. I'm gonna put the flame. I'm gonna put the black flame on there. GG's.
You gonna eat them up? 1% my
Yeah.
phone. You're good, Aiden. I appreciate you for hanging out as long as you did, man. We're gonna pack this boss up and get out of here too.
Still has the same problem being able to hit her. It's just so
Alright, Black Flame's doing what Black Flame does, though. Dude. I'm dead, bro! Like, get off me, dude. I mean, I hate this shit. I hate this fucking boss, dude. I hate this goddamn boss with all my fucking heart, dude. I hate this fucking boss.
I will say, I do think
One of the worst movesets I've ever seen.
it's stupid.
This is such a bad boss, dude.
It's not a satisfying experience.
Not at all. Ugh.
I like the aesthetic. I've said that. I just don't like the
Yeah, they look
Moveset.
cool, but
moveset's horrible.
oh wow.
It's going.
I
through.
swung. Dude, I swung like 4 different times.
The flame's going
right
through.
there.
It's got such a nice.
Yeah, the hitbox in this boss sucks, man. I dodged. I dodged? What? Dude. Oh, good. Stop, bro. What's good, Taco? Thank you for the like, Taco. Big lead, big lead. Oh, need to get out of that. Oh, need to get out of that real quick. Oh my god, back to back, you're stupid. You're actually stupid. Romina is so annoying. You ain't lying, bro. Now I got Scarlet Rot. You're right. Oh. And then she turns away from me. Like, go fuck yourself. Trash.
Okay, dude, she's bad. She's like actually poorly designed. Those moves hit me, but they didn't. Like they just went straight for me. It's so bad.
Come get these fucking hands, bitch.
Jeez, what am I saying? I don't need it.
Terrible, boss. Terrible, dude.
GG's, dude.
You should get the dry leaf whirlwind. Yeah, that would be a nice
Yeah,
one. You guys got the
it's
feet
here.
one?
I've got it. I just picked it up earlier. It's right beside
Oh, you
the
did?
Sonic Racer. That we-
Oh shit. Do you want to just go hands real quick?
I can show you where it's at. So
I'll do the hands. You do the feet.
we're close. We're close to the feet. It's at the Raw Ancient Ruins East side.
Okay. We'll get that tomorrow. Fuck it. I'm gonna level up real quick. I don't know how much they gave us for that.
About 1,500,000, almost.
God.
Not quite.
Woo! The build's looking crispy, lads. The build is looking crispy. We got the hands in our arsenal now, along with the swords. Like, if we want to, show a motherfucker what's up. And if he just wants to be respectful, catch his motherfucking hand. Saw that. Alright. It's gonna be it for me, folks. Thank y'all for coming out, hanging out. I gotta get some work. Or I gotta get some sleep for work, sadly. But I love you guys. I love you guys so much. You guys have really okay. You guys have really made L work for real. Yep, L work. Sadly. Maybe one day we won't have to go to work, man. We can just do this for so long. But I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, it's down here.
So I want to
All right,
get.
love
like,
you guys. Peace.
So I want to get a game, but I just feel like I should save money. I should-
That would be a smart thing. Saving money's good.
But Hades is only $10, so.
It is only $10.
Like that, Dylan? Do I look demure? Do I look
Demure.
like I am slaying?
Do you juju on that beat?
Do I freaking slay, boss?
Are you a girl boss?
Am I gonna keep streaming? That's the question, Dylan. I'm not sure. Either I do or I don't. Either I do or I don't. If
Will I say or will I go?
I really feel like I should have that video probably. I'll probably in stream edit that video and or play it. But see, the thing is, if I play it, then I need to do that. I'll in stream specifically because my AC isn't working, and it's hot in here with two PCs on. So yeah, Dylan, you can hop into